This is IShowSpeed, an internet superstar, but he is the worst footballer in the world. But today that is going to change, as I'm going to make IShowSpeed the best player in the world.
He's been linked to pro football? What a joke.
Speed linked to pro football? What a joke. It's surely a PR stunt.
Speed linked to pro football? What a joke.
Don't worry about the press, Speed. Focus on yourself.
Yeah, you're right. Imagine the scenes when I'm announced. I'm gonna prove them wrong.
This just in, internet superstar IShowSpeed has been linked to League 2 side Salford City, and it's believed that David Beckham is his agent. What a disgrace.
So straight away, Speed has been doubted by the media, but that has not affected him as he's trained hard leading up to the first game of the season against Rochdale and League 2 on his journey to become the world's best player. And now, 34 minutes into his professional debut, IShowSpeed finds the ball into the left winger. And now here comes the left winger. Simones gives the ball into IShowSpeed for his first goal in professional football. Straight away, the media is going to be disappointed to know that IShowSpeed has scored a goal in his very first game. And once again, here comes Salford City. Speed gives the ball into McClaney, who gives the ball back into Speed. Can he go in and have a second goal? And yes, he does. IShowSpeed in one game has scored a brace. He is here to prove the world wrong and become the world's best player. And the ref has blown the whistle. Speed has scored a brace on his professional debut. What a start to this amazing journey.
Nah, Speed, a brace in your first game? What are your goals for your career?
I wanna be just like Ronaldo. I wanna play with Ronaldo. I wanna be the best player in the world and win the Ballon d'Or just like Ronaldo.
And after that successful debut against Rochdale, it's time for Speed to go for the first time away from home against a tough team like Bradford City. Can he go ahead and do it again? And already 3 minutes into this game, Salford City are on the counter-attack. Ethan gives a through ball into IShowSpeed, who has space, who takes a shot, and he puts it away. Straight after an amazing debut, he takes the lead early on for Salford City. And here comes Salford City once again as it's a through ball played into IShowSpeed. 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Can he go ahead and score a second brace? And yes, 2 games, 2 braces for IShowSpeed. He's starting brilliantly to his professional career. And once again, the story stays the same as the ref blows the whistle and IShowSpeed picks up a brace and wins 2-0 as he picks up his second man of the match in a row. However, Speed's brilliant form did not stop there as he somehow managed to pick up 5 goals in the next 3 games, including a hat-trick against Swindon Town. And now we were in the final game of the season with Salford City sitting in second place, only 1 point ahead of 4th place, which means playoffs. That means Salford City have to win this next game in order to gain automatic promotion. And it was looking very likely as IShowSpeed had 27 goals in the league season. But can he go ahead and clutch up when it matters? Speed and Salford lose this game, they have to go to the tough playoffs. But if they win, they go to automatic promotion and Speed's reputation gets salvaged a little bit. Will he be the big game player like his idol Cristiano, or will he flop when it matters?
Come on, Speed. Take Salford to automatic promotion. That's what the best player in the world would do. That's what Ronaldo would do.
20 minutes in, Watson picks up the ball and gives the ball into IShowSpeed. And now it's back into Watson. And here comes Watson on the ball now. Gives it to Malan. Malan with a brilliant through ball into Speed. Is he fast enough to get past the defender? Yes, yes. IShowSpeed. And in 20th minute, he shoots the ball and he goes into the top corner. Speed is looking to become the big game player that his idol is. And he scores to take the lead for Salford City. Malan picks up the ball once again. And he gives another through ball to Speed, who takes up the ball to the defender. It's IShowSpeed with a shot and it gets saved. But the ref blows the whistle. That one goal by Speed was enough in order to get the victory. And Speed and Salford City are going to League 1. Surely the media must shut up now and saying that this is all just a PR stunt. And Speed adds the League 2 Golden Boot to his accolades.
Breaking news, Cristiano Ronaldo has won the Pro League in Saudi Arabia. This man has aged like fine wine.
Wow, I will play with Ronaldo one day, or at least be the player he is.
Good morning, Speed. Got some good news.
Nice, bro. Tell me about it.
I've spoken to Manchester United and they're gonna sign you. Congrats, Speed.
No way, that's insane. Let's go.
This is insane. Manchester United has spent 20 million on internet superstar IShowSpeed. This has to be a PR stunt and they're doing it for the shirt sales. He may have won the Golden Boot in League 2, but can he do it in the Premier League? I don't think so.
Well, well, well. Welcome, Speed. I see you have come into my club. So tell me what you think you can offer here.
Well, boss, I want to be the world's best player. I will do my best.
Ha ha ha, absolutely not. You will never play for my club. I'm sending you out on loan immediately.
So sadly, it seems like Erik ten Hag does not rate IShowSpeed as he loan lists him, but we do get an offer from Sporting de Portugal, which Speed ends up accepting as he does sign for the club that Cristiano Ronaldo used to play for. However, even though he's had a rough start to his career, it does not faze him as he works really hard during training during preseason, and now he is coming off the bench for his debut against Pagos de Ferreira in the Portuguese Super League. 85 minutes in, Sporting do have a 2-0 lead, but here comes Speed looking to make his mark here in the Portuguese League. It's still IShowSpeed who has a shot and he puts it away straight to the bottom corner. He may be coming off the bench for now, but immediately he makes his impact and scores his first goal in Portugal. 4 minutes later, Pedro Goncalves gives the ball into Speed, who's looking for his brace on his Portuguese debut, and yes, it is. Speed scored a brace in his professional debut, and he scored a brace once again in his Portuguese Primeira Liga debut. Speed is going to shine here with Sporting. And the game comes to an end as the ref blows the whistle and Sporting and Speed win 4-0, scoring a brace in another debut. But straight away, he has to go ahead and forget about that as it's now next for a tough team against Porto as he's coming on in the 82nd minute, while as it stands, 0-0. Ugarte picks up the ball in the midfield. Who gives it to Bo? 8 minutes left in this game. Can Speed go ahead and take a lead? He picks up the ball. He has a shot and it's a brilliant save from Diego Costa. 3 minutes left to go. Goncalves sends Speed on a brilliant run. He's outpacing the defenders. It's still Speed. He comes back to his right foot. He has a finish with Diego Costa and then it hits the post. Porto getting very lucky here. And here come Porto in the 90th minute, but Speed is trying to track back like a defender. He makes a brilliant tackle. Surely Speed has salvaged a point here for Sporting. And the ref blows the whistle as the game does end 0-0. Speed tried his best, but it just wasn't one of those games that he could win. And as Speed and the rest of the team look sad in the locker room, they have to go ahead and forget the loss as soon as possible, as up next they're playing away from home against Vitória Guimarães. As Speed is now coming on as a sub against Vitória, who are winning 1-0. Can Speed go ahead and secure that victory? Goncalves sends a through ball into Speed in the 84th minute. He has just come on. Can he go ahead and get another goal? Speed with a shot and he makes it 2-0 for Sporting. And Speed, every single time he comes off the bench, he scores a goal. Surely he should be starting soon. 2 minutes later, Edwards sends a through ball into Speed, who's looking for another brace this season. And Speed 1v1 against the goalkeeper with another shot, and it's another goal for Speed. Surely the Sporting manager has to put Speed in the starting 11, and Erik ten Hag has to be watching this to maybe change his mind when Speed goes back to Man United. Goncalves with a through ball into Speed with a shot for his hat-trick, and yes, he completes his hat-trick, his first hat-trick in Portugal, his second hat-trick of his career. Speed is shining here at Sporting. And that's where the story ends for this game. A 4-0 victory for Sporting and the hat-trick for IShowSpeed. It looks like Speed is going to have another amazing season on his route to becoming the world's best player. And that good season was going to continue for Speed as in the next 3 games, Speed picks up a total of 4 goals, and he even starts his first game against Benfica where he picks up another brace. Speed has probably been the best player in the Portuguese league. However, we are now in the final game of the season. Sporting and Speed sit at the top of the table, 1 point ahead of second place Benfica, who they play in the final game of the season. And Speed is currently leading the Golden Boot race with 22 goals. If Sporting pick up a win, Speed becomes and wins his first league title. But if they lose, he finishes in second place and doesn't win an all-important trophy that can help his reputation.
Alright, Speed, another opportunity to clutch up. If you want to be the best player and be like Ronaldo, you must win this title.
And once again, the stage is set on the final game of the season. A setup for Speed to either become the big player that he wants to be and the best player in the world, or fail at the final hurdle. A derby for the final game of the season for the Portuguese league title. Can Speed clutch up and win this title? And 2 minutes in, Marcus Edwards is on the run. Can they go ahead and take a lead against Benfica? Marcus Edwards gives a pass into Speed with a shot and he puts it away straight away. 2 minutes in, Sporting and Speed have taken a vital 1-0 lead. Can they go ahead and secure this victory? Edwards with another brilliant through ball into IShowSpeed for his second. And yes, he puts it away. 2 goals for IShowSpeed in only 15 minutes. And once again, Edwards sends Speed for 1. And now he's 1v1 against the keeper with a finish, and it's a hat-trick. It's a 30-minute hat-trick, a first half hat-trick for IShowSpeed. He is becoming one of the best players in the world here and a big game player. And now, to seal off this game, Speed takes the penalty. Can he go ahead and put this game away? And yes, he does. To the top left corner. Speed has single-handedly delivered Sporting a Portuguese title. Speed wins a trophy. Surely the media has to shut up now, and surely Erik ten Hag has to give him a chance. And it's across it to Ugarte, who gives the ball to IShowSpeed with a shot, and 5 goals, bro. It's just too easy for him. 5 goals in the derby to decide the title. This man is ice cold. He's too good for football in the Portuguese league. And the ref blows his whistle as the game does finish 5-0. 5 goals for Speed as Sporting did the Portuguese title, giving IShowSpeed his first league title of his career, as he does finish with the golden boots.
And he's done it again. Cristiano Ronaldo has won the Asian Champions League at age 40. Can this guy even be stopped? Asian Champions League at age 40. Can this guy even be stopped?
Hello, Bex. You said you have some good news?
Yes, sir. I've convinced the club not to loan you out, and you'll be the second option striker. Ain't that amazing, Speed?
Thank you, Bex. I will try to impress the club and Ten Hag as much as I can.
So it is confirmed that Speed will be coming off the bench for Man United for most of the season, as he comes on for Jadon Sancho with only a couple minutes left to go. They are 1-0 up. Can Speed score his first touch for United? And yes, he does. After joining Man United last season, he finally has his first game and his first touch, and it ends up in a goal. He scores his first Premier League goal. And now it's Marcus Rashford with a scoop turn with a brilliant through ball into Speed, who is 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Can he go ahead and get a brace on his Premier League debut? And yes, he does. He has scored a brace. 3 debuts in his first ever league games for the 3 clubs that he's played for, all end up in braces. And the ref does blow the whistle as this game ends 3-0, but straight away Speed is coming off the bench in the toughest game in his whole career against Man City in the 66th minute, as it is 0-0. And now Speed outmuscles Ruben Diaz to pick up the ball, and now he's on the run. 1v1 against the defense, against the goalkeeper actually. Speed with a shot with his right foot, and in the 65th minute, straight away from coming on, he scores a goal and takes the lead against Man City. But here comes Man City. Cancelo passes to De Bruyne, who gives it to Bernardo Silva as they equalize the game with 10 minutes left to go. Speed was looking to get a victory, but Man City do Man City things and equalize. But now, straight away, it's Marcus Rashford who sends IShowSpeed down the wing, and now it's Speed. He has a space there. He's gonna take it. It's still Speed. Nobody defends him. Speed with a shot, and it goes in. He takes the lead with 7 minutes left to go. Speed refuses to pick up a draw here against Man City. Now De Bruyne sends a cross in from the corner with Ederson. Misses the ball into Savage. Savage into Erling Haaland, and Haaland picks up the ball from a scramble and scores to equalize the game in the 90th minute. Surely United are going to pick up a point. Speed could not carry United to a victory. But here we are in the 92nd minute. Surely there's going to be one last chance. Rashford into Speed with a shot, but Ederson makes a save, and Speed blows the opportunity to win probably the most important game of his career, as the game does end 2-2. Speed could have won it all right there for them. After 2 good games for Speed, he is now coming on for a 3rd game in a row against Nottingham Forest. And now it's Dominic Szoboszlai on the ball, looking to make this game 2-0 as he gives it to Speed with a shot, and straight away, once again, coming from the bench in the 72nd minute, he scores his first goal against Nottingham. And once again, here comes IShowSpeed, getting past his defenders. He gets past the second, it's still Speed with a shot, and he gets his 2nd goal. Speed is searching for his hat-trick, his first ever hat-trick in the Premier League. Szoboszlai gives the ball to Speed, who's looking for his hat-trick. He has a shot, but it's a great block. But there's a follow-up with Speed. Scores his hat-trick. What else does he have to do to start in a Man United shirt here for Man United? A hat-trick against Nottingham Forest. What else can he do, man? And the ref blows away, so Speed picks up his match ball in the hardest league in the world. Surely, Erik ten Hag now has to change his mind.
Hello, boss. I've been shining. Surely you have to give me a start?
No chance. You will never start in a big competition for us. Media purposes.
So we are now halfway through the season, and Man United are not looking convincing as they sit in 5th place with 37 points, and IShowSpeed remained on the bench for halfway through the season, and he only has 11 goals. That is still way more goals than Rashford, and Rashford is a starting striker. So the question is, what is next for Speed? Is he gonna go ahead and start over Rashford? Is he gonna go ahead and leave the club on loan or on a transfer? What is gonna happen?
Alright, it's clear Ten Hag hates you right now, but you will start the FA Cup games. Surely if you do well and win the FA Cup, you will start in the Prem. Ronaldo would win the FA Cup. The best player would win the FA Cup.
So it seems like the only start Speed will get for the rest of this season is going to be in the FA Cup. So he's going to go ahead and try his best, and I'm sure he will win the FA Cup for Man United. Bruno Fernandes is looking to start a counter-attack here for Man United as he sends a brilliant through ball into Speed, who are playing against Leyton Orient. Surely he's going to score the first goal of the game, and yes, he does. His first game, his debut in the FA Cup against Leyton Orient. He has taken the lead for Man United. And now, in the 80th minute, Scott McTominay gives the ball into Speed, who gets past the defender. Can he go ahead and score a second? Speed with a shot, and yes, it's against Leyton Orient. There's no need to celebrate as much, and Speed has scored a second in the FA Cup. And the ref does blow the whistle. 2 goals for Speed. It leads to a 2-0 victory as he picks up the man of the match. But up next is the round of 16 game against Swansea City. 3 minutes in, Amad Diallo starts a counter-attack as he sends a brilliant through ball to Speed. He is 1v1 against the goalkeeper. He never misses on Speed, and he hits the post. He actually missed, man. And once again, here comes Amad Diallo looking for a counter-attack as he gives it to Speed. Surely this time around, he will not miss. And yes, he does not miss this time. He missed one time around, but he is not going to miss a second as Speed takes the lead for Man United. And that one goal was enough to send Man United to the next round as Speed's only goal picks up a victory against Swansea as he picks up another man of the match. But up next was the toughest team on the competition left as they are playing against Liverpool at Anfield. And now, it's Anthony looking to create a chance here as he gives it to Speed. And Speed versus Virgil van Dijk as he gets past him. It's still Speed with a shot from outside the box. It's a brilliant save. 32 minutes in, Speed chests down the ball as he goes up against Van Dijk again. And he does get past him once again. And now, it's Speed with a shot from outside the box. And it goes in against Liverpool, against the rivals, against the second biggest team in the Premier League. He has taken the lead for Man United. And the ref does blow the whistle. Speed once again sends Man United to the semi-finals as he picks up another man of the match, and now he has to go ahead and play the semi-finals one step closer to the final against Aston Villa. But early in the game, here comes Aston Villa. It's Ollie Watkins on the ball, cuts outside into Archer with a shot, and it goes in, but it's offside. Man United dodge a bullet here as Archer scores an offside goal. And now Speed is on a brilliant run, 1v1 against the keeper. Surely he's gonna score this, Speed, and it goes wide. What a horrible shot that was, man. But now, Aston Villa have a chance to take the lead. Alexis Vega with a penalty goes to the left and he puts it away. Aston Villa have taken the lead in the FA Cup semi-final. And no, the ref blows the whistle. Speed gets knocked out of the FA Cup. He will not be able to convince Ten Hag or the club to be a starter in the Premier League.
Wow, man, I failed. I couldn't win the FA Cup. The best player in the world wouldn't fail.
But fast forwarding to the end of the season, Man United are sitting in 4th place. However, a loss and a win from Spurs and Man City will send them out of the Champions League. And guess what? Marcus Rashford is injured for the last game of the season. That means Speed has one opportunity to show Ten Hag and Man United that he should be the starting striker. And that final game wasn't going to be an easy game. It was going to be away from home at the St. Mary's against Southampton. This may be Speed's last chance to stay here and start at Man United. He needs to be able to send Man United to the Champions League by finishing in the top 4 by winning the game today. But here come Man United. Jadon Sancho gives the ball into Speed with a shot and he takes a 1-0 lead already. Of course, nobody should ever doubt Speed because ever since he became a professional footballer, he's been scoring a lot of goals and proving everybody wrong.
One goal! Let's go, Speed. Score some more and show them that you will do it.
And it seems like Man United are not done as there is another counter-attack with a through ball into Speed, who is looking for his brace here. Speed with a shot and he does it again. 2 goals on the final day. Can he make it a hat-trick? Can he go ahead and show the world that he is not to be messed with? Bruno Fernandes now down the wing. It's Bruno. Cuts back. Bruno gives it to Speed. Speed with a shot and it's a brilliant save. And now it's Christian Eriksen looking for a through ball and Speed has all the space. Surely he's going to finish off this game. Surely he's going to get a hat-trick. It's still Speed with a shot and no. He hits the crossbar, man. And the ref blows the whistle. Sadly, he could not score the hat-trick, but he has sent Man United with his 2 goals to the Champions League next season. There is absolutely no way that he does not start next season.
Ronaldo! He has joined Real Madrid and won the league. Prime CR7 is here.
I will not give up. My idol hasn't, and neither will I. Whoa, Rashford has missed 3 huge chances in the last 3 games. Surely I am starting when I get back from this injury.
Good morning, Speed.
After Rashford's poor start to the season, Vlahovic has been brought in for £150 million. What does this mean for IShowSpeed?
Yo, Bex, what is going on, Vlahovic? What about me?
Speed, I understand I can only do so much. Believe in yourself. I know you'll start soon. Just give it some time, pal.
Ten Hag, you've just brought in Vlahovic. Care to explain why?
Simple. Rashford has been in bad form and Speed is not good enough. Simply a PR player.
So once again, Speed just can't get in the starting 11. Even though Rashford was in bad form, Ten Hag just brought in Vlahovic, and now Speed has to go ahead and try again and fight first place as he comes on as a sub against Newcastle United.
You better do well.
Speed picks up the ball at the edge of the box. He's looking for space. He sees a space. He has a shot and it goes wide. And that game does quickly end as he only had one shot and he does miss. Is this Vlahovic signing gonna affect his attitude? But he must go ahead and brush it off for now as he is now coming in as a sub against Burnley. Speed picks up the ball as he chases down and now he is 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Speed just have a shot and it's a brilliant save from the keeper. And once again, one opportunity for Speed and he missed it. This signing of Vlahovic is really gonna affect his form, isn't it? And now up next, he was coming on as a sub against Brighton. Surely this has to be his last chance to impress. And Speed has an opportunity to turn around his bad form. He does have a penalty. He's gonna go ahead and take it, and he goes to the left and he misses. The ref blows the whistle. A 0-0 draw. Speed, for a third game in a row, misses a huge chance. What is going on with Speed? He started off so well. Something needs to change.
Bex, what do I do, man? I can't perform like before. The pressure is getting to me.
Speed, let's just train together and get you back into form, alright?
So since Speed is in bad form, Beckham has offered to help him in training, and they did work hard for the next couple weeks, so hopefully that is the solution to Speed's bad form. And we were now halfway through the season, and once again United are not looking convincing, sitting in 6th place while IShowSpeed had 8 goals, which is not too bad considering he was coming off the bench. But it was now time for Speed to come off the bench against Aston Villa. He's been working hard in training with David Beckham. Let's see if we can come back to form in this game. The score is currently 1-1 as Alejandro Garnacho sends a through ball into Speed, who has a space. Surely he's not gonna miss another huge opportunity, and no, he doesn't. It looks like this training may have helped him just working hard with his agent, a club legend. Surely this is gonna take him back to form. And the ref does blow the whistle. That Speed goal was enough to win United the game. However, we do not know if his good performance back. That was just one game. So now he's coming up next against West Ham United. Let's see if he can perform once again. The ball is given to Dusan Vlahovic as it is 1-0. Vlahovic cuts back, gives it to IShowSpeed with a shot, and he scores another goal. 2 goals back to back. This is looking like the Speed we all used to know. And once again, the game ends. Speed scores a goal to secure a victory. But now, it's time for a true test against Tottenham Hotspur, a title rival, a top 4 rival. Will Speed perform in a big game like he used to? The game is currently 2-0 to Tottenham as Speed picks up the ball with a through ball for Mason Mount. It's still Speed. Speed gets fouled in the penalty box. It's gonna be a penalty straight away from coming on off the bench. Speed wins the penalty and can surely lead a comeback here for United. And now Speed is going to take this penalty. He missed the last penalty he took in this shirt. Can he go ahead and do it? Not again. And yes, he has scored. It's 2-1. There may be a comeback in this game. Can Speed turn this game around for Man United? And now it's Mason Mount sends a through ball to IShowSpeed. He's looking to equalize this game for the brace. IShowSpeed with a shot and it's saved. But Speed with another shot and he misses. But now Speed picks up the ball from outside the box. He has a shot and he puts it away. Speed has equalized this game all by himself. He is back in form as he scores a brace. There's still so much time left to win this game. And now it's Bruno Fernandes with a through ball to Speed for the hat-trick, but no, it's a save. Dusan Vlahovic on the ball now, looking for that winner. Dusan with a through ball into Speed. Speed has a shot and he has scored the hat-trick after a run, a bad run of form and a bad attitude. Speed has come back and scored a hat-trick against to possibly win this game against Tottenham. But here come Man United once again. Mason Mount gives another ball to IShowSpeed and he has scored a perfect 4 goals for Speed. He is truly back to his best, and truly, hopefully, he can start in the next couple games to possibly send Man United to that Premier League title. And the ref does blow the whistle as the game does finish 4-2 as Speed picks up his match ball. Speed has some words to say to Erik ten Hag.
Look, sir, I know we've had our differences, so I don't care if I'm a star or bench or reserve for the rest of the season. Let's finish this season strong.
Yeah, you're crazy to think you're going to start. You're going to remain on the bench and we'll decide your future at the start of next season.
and remain on the bench. Speed did, however, that did not stop his good form, as in the next 3 games he picked up 3 goals, and now we are in the final game of the season. Man United are somehow back in first place with only 1 point ahead of Man City. If they win this game, they are Premier League champions. If they lose, they do not win the Premier League. Will Speed have an integral part as he is sitting on the bench?
Boss, put me in. If I flop, you can sell me.
Sounds good to me. I hope you fail.
So Speed has finally spoken up to Erik ten Hag and has forced himself onto the pitch as he is coming on for Dusan Vlahovic. Has he screwed himself over and will be sold next season? Or will he be the big game player like his idol, Cristiano Ronaldo? And now it's Bruno Fernandes on the ball. Gives it to Speed in the 71st minute. It's still 0-0. And here comes Speed. Gets past 3 defenders. It's to Speed with a shot and he puts it away. Speed has yelled at his own manager to put him in. And he has proved them wrong. He has scored to possibly win the Premier League title for United. And the ref blows the whistle. Speed does it. He proves Erik ten Hag wrong. He scores and he wins Man United the Premier League title. What's gonna happen next? Is Speed gonna get sold for disrespecting his own manager? Or is he gonna stay and finally start? Let's see what happens next season.
The 2026 World Cup. Can this man be stopped? That's now 6 UCLs for Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's now headed to the 2026 World Cup. Will he win it all?
42 years old and still going to the World Cup. I have to be like him. I need to become the best player in the world. I think it's my time to leave Man United. I don't think...
Breaking news, Erik ten Hag has been sacked. New manager announcement coming soon.
Wait, Ten Hag is gone. I don't know what to do. Let me focus on this Community Shield game and see how I feel after.
And it seems like Erik ten Hag's sacking has made Speed unsure about his future. He was going to leave, but now he's considering staying. However, this may be his last game. He said he will play this last game and see how he feels. Can he go ahead and finish out with a bang here at Man United, or will he end up deciding to stay? But anyways, there's only one thing left to do, is to see what Speed does in the Community Shield final against Chelsea. Chelsea do have a corner as Messi crosses it in to Frank Kessier, and it goes, and it's a brilliant save by De Gea. And now it's him out on an attack of his own with a brilliant through ball to Speed, who has outpaced Kalidou Koulibaly, and now he's 1v1 against the keeper. Can he go ahead and finish his cool? And yes, he does. Cool, calm, and collected. IShowSpeed as he scores the first goal of this game. This could be the goal that wins the Community Shield. But now it's IShowSpeed from outside the box with a shot, and it goes in. That is probably the best goal of Speed's career. A long shot 2 minutes after he scored the first one. And now, in the 37th minute, he has a chance for a hat-trick in the first half. No way he does it. To the left, and yes, he has. He has absolutely destroyed Chelsea in the first half. 3-0. 3 goals to IShowSpeed. And the ref blows the whistle after a very boring second half. Speed has scored a hat-trick to give Man United that Community Shield. But now, it's time to find out, what will Speed do? Will he leave Man United, or will he stay here? What will he do, man?
It's time to decide. Will I stay or will I go?
It's time for football news. Cristiano Ronaldo has won the World Cup for Portugal and retires and puts an end to his stellar career as Manchester United look to announce their new manager later tonight. It's time
Yo,
for
Speed,
football
welcome,
news.
man. It's time to meet the new manager.
World Cup for Portugal and retires and puts an
Ronaldo, you're the new manager!
Yes, sir, I am. I'm excited to guide you. You remind me of me during my career.
Let's go, bro, I'm ready!
Let's prove the world wrong.
This is it, the stage is set. Cristiano Ronaldo has backed IShowSpeed to become the main man for Manchester United. Will he have what it takes to propel this great club back to glory? Or was the world right? Is it one step too far for the social media star? This is the European Champions League, and it's live.
And after Speed and Man United have topped Group F with 16 points and Speed scored a total of 9 goals, it was time to find out who they'll be facing in the round of 16 and they're going to be facing Napoli. That's not a tough opponent in my opinion. But it's time to sim the game and it's going to be a 3-0 lead. Bruno Fernandes scores a double as Speed scores his 10th goal of the Champions League campaign. The second leg should be a breeze. And a breeze exactly it was as Speed picked up 2 more goals to go ahead and finish off this tie in a 5-0 aggregate to Man United. And now, after eliminating Napoli, it was time to find out who they'll be facing in the quarterfinals and they're playing against Chelsea. That's going to be a tough opponent. But it's time to go ahead and sim this first leg against Premier League rivals Chelsea. Can they go ahead and get another good league like in the Napoli game? And they're away from home once again. And it's going to be a 1-0 loss as Chilwell gives Chelsea a good 1-0 lead. They're going to have to go and come back in the second leg. But it was now time for the return leg here at Old Trafford. They are 1-0 down. Can Speed go ahead and be the big game player? Not only because he has been in the past, but now the biggest game player of all time is his manager. Will he do it? In the 52nd minute, here comes Anthony down the wing as he sends Speed on a brilliant run. Speed, can he go ahead and equalize the tie? And yes, he does. In the 53rd minute, after a boring first half, Speed has made it 1-1 in world aggregate. Whoever scores the next goal will pass on to the semi-finals. And now, in the 82nd minute, here comes IShowSpeed. Gets past one defender, gets past the second. It's still Speed. Can he go ahead and have a shot? He does have a shot, and he puts it away. Speed scores possibly the winner, the goal that sends Man United to the first semi-final of the Champions League in years. And the ref does blow the whistle, and he has done it. The big game player has returned, and he is one step closer to becoming the best player in the world by winning the Champions League, which can lead him to winning the Ballon d'Or. And now, in the semi-finals, he will be playing against Atletico de Madrid. And Speed is now currently sitting at 14 goals. He is easily gonna win the Golden Boot. But now, it's time to sim this first leg against Atletico Madrid. Is it going to be a loss or is it going to be a victory? Come on, Speed. Can you go ahead and clutch up in the first leg, send them to a good lead in the second leg, and it's going to be a 2-1 victory. A goal from Forsberg and Mario Hermoso. It's still going to be a difficult second leg.
One game away from the final, one step closer to being the best player in the world. I remember when Ronaldo scored a hat-trick against Atletico. It's what made me fall in love with this game.
And it's now time for the second leg of the semi-final. One game left. If they win this game, Speed can go on to his first ever UCL final and then eventually, hopefully, become the best player in the world. However, even though they have a 2-1 lead, Atletico is a tough team. Will Atletico come back, or will Speed help Man United secure the victory? Declan Rice sends a low German ball to Speed, who is way too fast for Aymeric Laporte. And now, Speed, 1v1 against the keeper. He has a shot, and he puts it away. 1-0, 3-1 in aggregate. Surely, this game is over, but there's still a lot of time left. And now, as Declan Rice once again gives it to Scott McTominay, the captain. It's Scott McTominay sends a through ball to Speed, takes a touch, he turns, he has a shot, and he gets a brace. Can he get a hat-trick? Can he get a hat-trick like Ronaldo scored a hat-trick against Atletico a long time ago in the Champions League? Anthony sends a brilliant through ball into Speed. 1v1 against the keeper. Can he go ahead and finish off the hat-trick? It's Speed with a shot, and yes, he does it. He has replicated Ronaldo history. He not only has Ronaldo scored a hat-trick against Atletico, but so has Speed. He has completed and he has become exactly like his idol. He is now a humongous big player, and he is now Mr. Champions League. There's only one thing left to do, is to win the Champions League and become the best player in the world by winning the Ballon d'Or. And of course, the ref blew the whistle. The game was already over. A hat-trick from IShowSpeed as he picks up his match ball. One game left, and it's the Champions League, and hopefully he wins the Ballon d'Or. And the Champions League final will be none other than a classic between Man United and Barcelona. Can IShowSpeed perform?
The internet star takes the field, a spectacle for all to see. But the media and manager have told the world he is not the real thing. While they scream PR stunt or show him hate, he has earned his rightful place. So he enters the battle determined to show his talent and his skill and grace.
But it is now time for the Champions League final. It's been such a long journey for Speed. The media hated him, Erik ten Hag hated him, but him and David Beckham believed in himself, and Ronaldo came in and believed in him, and now it's his time. Will he be the ultimate big game player, win the Champions League and become the best player in the world possibly? Or will he fail in the final hurdle? Ferran Torres has a penalty to give Barcelona a possible early lead. He goes to the right and he puts it away. Barca have taken a 1-0 lead. And now Mason Mount sends the ball to Speed, takes a touch, he turns and has a shot, and he has equalized the game. Come on, Speed, this game is not over. You're gonna score a second goal and you're gonna win that CL final. 74 minutes in, Speed has a penalty to win the Champions League final. Possibly goes to the left hand side and he puts it away. This could be the winner. We cannot celebrate too much. He does score possibly the winner, but he sues for possibly one last time. Will this be the final goal of this final? And yes, the ref has blown the whistle. Speed has won the Champions League final. All the doubt from the media, all the doubt from Erik ten Hag, but the support and love from the fans, from David Beckham and from Ronaldo has led him to win his first ever Champions League final as Scott McTominay lifts the trophy. However, there's still one question left to be answered. Is he gonna win the Ballon d'Or? Is he gonna become the best player in the world?
Alright, Cristiano, it's the moment of truth. Will our player win the Ballon d'Or?
I think he does. He's had a long journey and a great season. He deserves it.
And the winner of the Ballon d'Or is IShowSpeed!
Suey!
This is Kylian Mbappe, the future GOAT of world football. But sadly, he has only played in a Farmers League. But today that is going to change, as I'm going to play the entire career of Kylian Mbappe and see if he can prove himself at the highest level. So we're kicking off Kylian Mbappe's career in the 23-24 UCL campaign, as he just beat Real Sociedad in the round of 16 and are now facing Barcelona in the quarterfinals. And at this point in his career, he is 91 overall, 25 years old, and he has decided to leave PSG at the end of the season. Before he leaves, Mbappe has set a goal in his last few games at the club.
I may be leaving PSG, but I must win the UCL this last season. I'm tired of people saying I have it easy in League One. The only positive is people are giving me the GOAT treatment, like how my idol Cristiano Ronaldo was treated.
But it is now time for the first leg of the quarterfinals, PSG versus FC Barcelona. Mbappe thinks he's getting the Ronaldo treatment, but the question is, can he achieve his last goal here in France and win his first ever UCL? And here comes Ethan Mbappe with the first attack of the game for PSG, gives it to his brother Kylian with a shot, and it's a save by Ter Stegen. And now it's Kolo Muani down the wing, gives it to Ethan Mbappe with the first time touch, and to Kylian with a shot, and it's another save by Ter Stegen. And now here come Barcelona looking for an attack of their own as Joao Cancelo crosses it in. It's cleared out by the PSG defender. It's a shot. It's a beautiful goal from Gabi. Mbappe goes 1-0 down in this quarterfinal tie. Can he come back? Now in the second half, Barcelona are making a change here as Rafinha is coming up for Lamine Yamal. The 16-year-old is coming on. Hopefully he doesn't cause us too much trouble. And now Skriniar has the ball, but Lamine Yamal takes the ball right away straight from the substitution. He has a shot. It's saved by Donnarumma, but Lewandowski has a follow-up and it goes in. Barcelona go 2-0 up in this first leg. It's time looking good for Kylian Mbappe to win the UCL this year. And that's it. That's the end of the first leg. Barcelona are 2-0 up. Mbappe has a challenge if he wants to win the UCL for PSG this season. But straight away, it was time for the second leg. 2-0 down, Barcelona are 2-0 up. There's still a lot of time for Mbappe to go on to the next round. But Kylian Mbappe picks up the ball straight from kickoff, and now it's Kylian Mbappe with a pass in to his brother Ethan Mbappe. Terrible defending for Barcelona, and it goes in. Ethan Mbappe scores one back. It's 2-1 in aggregate. Only 2 goals left for them to go to the next round. But PSG are not done just yet as Ethan Mbappe picks up the ball. He sees his brother Kylian. Kylian takes a touch around Araujo. He has a shot, and it goes in. 2-2 on aggregate. PSG lead 2-0 in this game. If they score one more goal, they're going to the semi-finals. But it is now halftime. 2-0 up in this game. 2-2 in aggregate. All they need is one goal in the second half to go on to the next round. Now it's a pass out wide to Ousmane Dembele with a crossing, and it's cleared by the Barcelona defenders, and they clear it out once again. But it's Kylian Mbappe with a bicycle kick, and it goes in. Mbappe scores a bicycle kick, and surely that's the goal to send them to the semi-finals. And yes, they have done it. PSG are going to the semi-finals, 2-0 down. But yet Mbappe is on a mission. Hopefully, he can finish it. And now it was time for the semi-finals, and they have Manchester City. PSG versus City, Mbappe versus Haaland, who will come out on top. And now here's Kylian Mbappe, who gives it to his brother Ethan Mbappe straight off in the game, and it's a terrible shot from Ethan Mbappe. And now Zai Emery gives the ball to Kylian Mbappe as he gets past Ruben Diaz. Kylian Mbappe with a shot, and it just goes over the bar. And now here come Man City trying to build from the back, but Kylian Mbappe wins the ball back. Kylian Mbappe with a shot, and it's a brilliant save from Ederson. And now Ethan Mbappe is on the corner. He crosses it in into Kylian Mbappe with a bicycle kick, and it's saved by Ederson. But after all those missed chances, it is going to be halftime. 0-0 still. Let's hope in the second half Mbappe can put one in the oven. To kick off the second half, here come Man City. It's Julian Alvarez on the ball. He's dribble pass, and now it's a through ball into Phil Foden, who's on the wing with a cross in to Erling Haaland, and it goes in. You do not give Erling Haaland an open cross as he heads it in, as Man City go 1-0 up. Now it's Phil Foden with the cross, but Donnarumma picks it away, but Phil Foden gets the ball back. He gives it to Erling Haaland. He has a turn, he has a shot, and it goes in. Terrible goalkeeping from Donnarumma as it goes right in front of him. But Haaland has 2 now. It's 2-0. It's not looking good for Mbappe. And just like that, the first leg comes to an end. Man City are 2-0 up. Let's hope Mbappe can make another comeback. But despite the loss, Mbappe is locked in and ready for the second leg in the Etihad Stadium. Kolo Muani picks up the ball in the half. Now it's Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani gets past one player, and it's a foul from Phil Foden, and it's going to be a red card. Straight off in the first 5 minutes of the game, Man City get a player sent off. And now it's Kolo Muani with a through ball into Kylian Mbappe, who's 1v1 against the keeper. He chips it, and it goes above the post. Why would he chip it? And now it's Ousmane Dembele on the ball, who finds Ethan Mbappe, who gives it to his brother Kylian. Kylian with a shot, and it goes in. That's 1 goal. 1-0 to PSG, 2-1 in aggregate. 2 more goals is all he needs. Kolo Muani looking for Ethan Mbappe, but Nathan Ake gets the interception. Jose Emery wins the ball, but now they win it back, and now Ethan Mbappe wins it again. He gives it to Kylian Mbappe. He's wide open, and it goes in. Mbappe scores a second. Surely it's going to be another comeback, and he's going to the UCL final. And now it's Dembele on the corner. He crosses it into Marquinhos, but Man City headed out by Mbappe with a shot, and it goes in. From out of nowhere, Mbappe scores a winner. Surely that's the final goal of the game, the final kick of the game, and he's going to the final. And the game comes to an end. Mbappe scores a hat-trick, and he sends PSG to the final. The question is he going to win it all? And as Neymar prepares for the UCL final, he has a couple thoughts in the locker room.
Real Madrid in the UCL final. This is my chance to impress my dream club. I'm sure if I can dominate this game, they will sign me this summer.
Now the stage is set. The UCL final. PSG versus Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe versus the club he's always wanted to join. This is his opportunity to not only win the UCL, but also show Real Madrid that they should sign him up in the summer. Can he do it? Ethan Mbappe picks up the ball. He gives a pass to Kylian Mbappe, who takes a touch past the defender. He has a shot, and it goes in straight away. First minute of the game, Kylian Mbappe makes it 1-0. And now it's Ugarte who passes it to Ethan Mbappe, who chips it over the defenders. Mbappe takes a touch. He has a shot, and it goes in. 2-0 up in the first half. Mbappe is running away with the UCL final. Can they keep the lead? And now it's Vinicius Jr. on the corner as he crosses it into Ferland Mendy with the header, and it goes in. This first half has been eventful. 2-1. PSG still lead, but Real Madrid could be in for a comeback. Jude Bellingham with a pass to Rodrigo as he gets clear of the defender. Rodrigo looking for a shot here, gives across it to Vinicius with a scissor kick, and it goes in. 2-2, 4 goals in the first half as we're about to go into halftime. This is not looking good, man. And just like that, it is going to be halftime. PSG blew a 2-0 lead. There's still a whole second half to play. Let's just hope that Mbappe can finish the job. And now it's Vinicius Jr. on the run, looking for a cross into Iker Bravo, and it goes in. The youngster from Real Madrid makes it 3-2. He takes the lead for the first time. Mbappe is going to lose the UCL final, isn't he? But Ethan Mbappe was not ready to give that up. Ethan Mbappe has a near post finish, and it goes in, easily getting past the defender. It's 3-3 now. There's still a lot of time left to go. And now here comes Kylian Mbappe with a brilliant through ball to Kolo Muani, who gives it to Ethan Mbappe. He is now 1v1 against Courtois with a shot, and it goes in. Terrible goalkeeping in this game sees PSG lead once again, 4-3. Is this the end of the game? And here come Real Madrid once again as Iker Bravo gets past Marquinhos so easily. It's Iker Bravo with a chip into Jude Bellingham, and it goes in. 4-4. There's only a couple minutes left to play. Who is going to score the winner? It is the 90th minute of the game. Real Madrid have one last shot. Fede Valverde with a free kick, and it goes in. Real Madrid have won the UCL final with a brilliant free kick from Fede Valverde. They have bottled the UCL. Mbappe does not win the final with PSG, and he's going to leave without winning the Champions League. And yes, that is the end of the game. A 5-4 win for Real Madrid as they lift the UCL trophy. Mbappe couldn't prove the doubters wrong. And straight after that loss, Mbappe and his brother are in the locker room as Mbappe tells his brother that he's going to miss him, and he passes the torch onto him to be the #1 striker at PSG. And then he has a thought in his head.
Sadly, I couldn't secure the UCL trophy, but I certainly have done enough for Real Madrid to sign me this summer.
And at the end of his last season at PSG, he is now at a 94 overall, 54 goals in one season, and now has a total of 371 career goals, with his objectives still unclear. And the brand new season kicks off as Neymar is now a free agent, leaving from PSG. And of course, straight away, many clubs came in to offer. Clubs like Man City, Manchester United, Liverpool, and even Barcelona. But despite all the big money offers, Mbappe rejects every single one of them. But of course, the offer he was waiting for does come in as he walks into Ancelotti's office, and they come to an agreement as Mbappe is now the brand new signing of Real Madrid. And straight away, he is given a press conference where he is asked what are his goals as a footballer now that he's joined his dream club.
What are my goals in my career? I want to be the greatest Real Madrid player of all time. I want to win more than 5 Ballon d'Ors, more than 5 UCLs, but most importantly, I want to break Pele's record of 3 World Cup wins. With 1 in my pocket, I aim to win 3 more to become the greatest player of all time.
But now it was time for Mbappe's debut at Real Madrid. With his goals now in mind, he wants to win more World Cups, more UCLs, more Ballon d'Ors. We've all got to start somewhere, and he is starting in his debut against Valencia. Can he go ahead and impress? And straight away, here come Real Madrid as Vinicius makes a pass to Jude. Jude into Kylian Mbappe from outside of the box, and straight away, Mbappe scores from outside of the box. What a beautiful goal to kick off Mbappe's career at Real Madrid. Now Rodrigo receives the ball. He chips it to Kylian Mbappe, who takes a touch up. He has a shot, and it goes in. Another outside of the box goal. That's 2 goals for Mbappe. And now in the second half, Jude Bellingham gives it to Mbappe as he flicks it over the defender. Mbappe looking for a shot, and yes, he puts it away. That was absolutely disgusting. That's his first ever hat-trick for Real Madrid. And now it's Jude Bellingham with another pass to Kylian Mbappe. Can he go ahead and get up for it? It's a half volley, and yes, he does. What a debut so far from Mbappe, and the game is not even over. And now here comes Jude Bellingham looking to finish off this game as he chips it to Kylian Mbappe. He fights out the defender. He takes a touch with his head. He chips it, and it goes in. 5 goals. An absolute destruction of Valencia. A brilliant debut from Mbappe. And there it is, the end of the game. His first ever game for Real Madrid, and he does not disappoint. 5 goals from Kylian Mbappe. An absolute destruction are the only 2 words to describe Mbappe's first season at Madrid, as he scored goal after goal after goal. And we are now on the final day of the season, where Real Madrid and Barcelona were fighting for the league title as they face each other, the winner taking the league title. But it was now time for the final day of the season. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Winner will win La Liga. But that's not the only game Mbappe has this week, as after this game, he will face Bayern Munich in the UCL final. So can he go ahead and win both trophies? And here comes Fran Garcia down the wing as he plays it to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe has a shot, and it's a brilliant save from Ter Stegen. And now as Rodrigo plays the ball into Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe takes a touch. He gets past Alex Balde with a shot, and it goes in. Alex Balde gets destroyed as Real Madrid go 1-0 up. And here come Real Madrid once again as Vinicius plays it to Kylian Mbappe, and it's another goal. Real Madrid 2-0 up already. They're easily gonna win the league title. And yep, I was correct. Barcelona were just a pushover in Mbappe's story as he goes ahead and wins the league title. But he still has the UCL final against Bayern Munich. But it was now time for the UCL final as Mbappe won the league and even won the Golden Boot with 40 goals in the La Liga season. He was best prepared for a second UCL final in a row. Surely now at Real Madrid, he is going to win it. Kylian Mbappe gives the ball into Jude Bellingham as he returns it back to Kylian. 1v1 against Neuer, and it goes in. Straight away, Mbappe goes 1-0 up. And now it's Ferland Mendy gives a header as Kylian Mbappe flicks it over Upamecano with a first-time finish, and it's a beautiful goal. Absolutely filthy in the UCL final. 2-0 for Kylian Mbappe. Surely he's winning the UCL final this time around. And just like that, it is halftime. Mbappe with 2 goals, 1 absolutely disgusting goal. Surely, if they could just hold the lead in the second half, they'll be just fine. But Bayern are not lucky to give up that easily as Thomas Müller gives a pass into Harold Kane. Harold Kane with a finish, and it's 2-1. Nothing to freak out about just yet. Just 1 goal. Let's just hope that Kylian Mbappe can score another or something. And now here come Bayern Munich once again as Jamal Musiala is 1v1 and he wins a 1v1. That is now 2-2. Mbappe blows another 2-0 lead. Hopefully, Bayern don't score another goal, man. And now here comes Harry Kane looking to lead for the first time in this game. It's still Harry Kane looking for a shot. No, gives it to Jamal Musiala and he puts it away. 3-2. After Mbappe scores 2 goals, it doesn't matter. Because now, Bayern are leading. Please, Mbappe, score another goal. And no, he could not score that other goal. Bayern Munich win the UCL as once again Mbappe gets so close. But it just wasn't enough. And after another UCL loss, I can only imagine what's going through his head.
Unlucky? I must keep my head up. I can win the UCL next year.
What do I think of Mbappe? I think he is overrated. He says he wants to be the greatest Madrid player, win more Ballon d'Ors and UCLs than me, win 4 World Cups. Impossible. He won't do it.
Man, fuck this guy. He doesn't know who he is messing with.
But despite the UCL final loss, Mbappe adds 55 more goals to his tally with now a total of 426 career goals as he has 94 overall. And it seemed like Mbappe was on his comeback season because throughout this entire season, he was absolutely dominant, scoring goal after goal after goal, finishing the season with a domestic double and scoring 49 goals in La Liga as he now has a chance to have a 3rd UCL final in a row as he faces Man City in the UCL final. And the final was set as Man City will be facing Real Madrid, Mbappe, who's won a domestic double, versus Haaland, who's also won a domestic double. Surely, the winner of this game will not only win the UCL, but win the first Ballon d'Or. And now here comes Kylian Mbappe straight away at the start of this UCL final. He does a roulette, he has a shot, and it goes over the bar. And now it's Jude Bellingham with a chipped pass to Kylian Mbappe. He takes a touch, he has a shot, and it goes in. 1-0 up for Kylian Mbappe. This time, he's not messing around. And now here comes Vinicius Jr. looking to make it 2-0 as he gives it to Kylian Mbappe. He finishes, puts it away. 2-0 to Kylian Mbappe. Last time they were 2-0 up, they lost 3-2. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. And now it's Jude Bellingham on the ball as he gives it away to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva into Doku, and a ball into Haaland with a header. And it's a brilliant header from Erling Haaland as they get 1 goal back. Surely, he is not going to lose again. And now it's Julian Alvarez, gives a through ball into Erling Haaland, who's looking for a shot. And yes, he puts it away. 2 goals from Haaland in the second half. Please, Mbappe, please don't bottle it again. And now it's Phil Foden down the wing, looking for another goal here to win this game. It's Phil Foden with a cross into Erling Haaland, and he gets his hat-trick in the 90th minute. There is no way Mbappe has lost another UCL final. This man can just not catch a break. And yes, it is nothing but confirmed. Man City win the UCL. 3 back-to-back-to-back UCL finals that Mbappe has lost. Is he ever going to win the UCL? And after the UCL final, Mbappe sits in the locker room as he watches Erling Haaland win the first Ballon d'Or. I'm curious as to what's going in his mind.
I am tired. I am going to make a change. I am going to be unstoppable.
And it seems like Mbappe is going to make a change according to him. I'm curious as to what that is. But he does pick up 64 goals this season, now having 490 career goals still out of 94 overall. It seems like Mbappe made a huge change. He grew out his afro to say the least, but let's hope that he can win the UCL this season. And it seems like this afro made Mbappe absolutely unstoppable as he scores goal after goal, winning yet again another domestic double as he is yet again in another UCL final. It was time for his 4th UCL final row. PSG versus Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe versus his brother Ethan Mbappe, who is now at an 83 overall. Who is going to win the first UCL? PSG and Ethan Mbappe? Or is Kylian Mbappe finally gonna do it and not choke another final? And now it's Jude Bellingham gives the ball into Kylian Mbappe, who is now 1v1 against Donnarumma. He has a finish, 1-0. And now here comes Rodrigo looking to make it 2-0 here. He gives it across it to Kylian Mbappe with a scissor kick. 2 goals from Mbappe in the UCL final. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but this is looking good so far. And now it's Kylian Mbappe on the ball. He gets past one defender. He gets past the second. He has a shot, and it's a hat-trick for Kylian Mbappe. He is not choking this. There is no way he chokes this. And here comes Kylian Mbappe down the wing, looking to cut inside. He does cut inside. He gets past the defender, and it goes in. 4 goals for Kylian Mbappe in the UCL final. There is no chance PSG come back. Jude Bellingham gives the ball off Ethan Mbappe, and now it's Kylian Mbappe. Looks to get past the defenders, but Marquinhos is back, but he wins it back once again. He does the same skill move, and it goes in. Mbappe scores a 5th. 5 goals in the UCL final, never done before. Finally, this is looking like he's gonna win the UCL. He has done it. He has finally won his first UCL. Surely he is the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or as he lifts the trophy. Let's see what's next for Kylian Mbappe.
The UCL is mine. Ha ha. I should be the favorite for the Ballon d'Or now, but let me win my 2nd World Cup to secure it.
And securing the World Cup was beginning to look like a reality as Mbappe, on his route to the final, scored 8 goals now making him the all-time top goal scorer of the World Cup with 20. And after the absolute destruction, Mbappe finds himself once again in a third World Cup final in a row against Italy. Can he go ahead and win his second World Cup? And now Mbappe gives the ball into Ethan Mbappe. And looking for the first goal of the game, Ethan Mbappe has a shot and it's saved by Donnarumma. And now here's Moussa Diaby, gives the ball into Kylian Mbappe. Looking for a shot, gives it to Ethan Mbappe instead, and Ethan misses wide goal. And now it's a pass into Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe looking for the first goal of the game. Mbappe cuts his head. He has a shot and it's another great save by Donnarumma. And now it's Ethan. Gives the ball to Kylian. Kylian 1v1 against Donnarumma. He's not going to miss this. He has a shot and it goes in. Mbappe scores the first goal of the World Cup final. Let's hope they keep this lead. And straight after Mbappe's goal, it is now going to be halftime. 1-0 up. Can they go ahead and finish the game? And straight in the second half, here comes Mbappe on the ball against Donnarumma. He has a shot and it goes in. 2-0. This game has to be over. And here comes Kylian Mbappe once again, showing no mercy to Italy. He has a shot and it goes in. A hat-trick from Kylian Mbappe. This version of Mbappe is just way too good, man. This World Cup, he's going to get the second. He's done it. He has done it. Mbappe wins his second World Cup. He has been absolutely unstoppable since he's gotten that haircut. Let's just see what the future holds for Kylian Mbappe. And straight after winning the World Cup, Mbappe finally wins his first Ballon d'Or, adding the first to his cabinet. I'm sure he's going to win multiple in the incoming seasons. And Mbappe finishes off the season with his second World Cup, his first Ballon d'Or, 64 goals, now having 554, now at a 94 overall. Surely, this is the time that he becomes one of the greats. For the next 3 seasons, Kylian Mbappe became absolutely unstoppable, winning the last 3 UCLs and the last 2 Ballon d'Ors, as he is getting ready for yet again another World Cup final against Spain. It was now time for the World Cup final. France versus Spain, Mbappe versus Lamine Yamal, who seems to be the best player in Spain. Can Mbappe go ahead and win his third World Cup? And here comes Spain on the attack as Gavi is running down the wing. Gavi with a cross into Lamine Yamal, who takes a touch. He has a shot and it goes in. Lamine Yamal, the captain of Spain, has put them 1-0 up. That's Mikel Oyarzabal, who gives it to Fati. Fati into Lamine Yamal, but Koundé wins it back, but he gives it away. It's Yamal and it goes wide. And now here comes Mikel Oyarzabal once again. He gives it to Lamine Yamal, looking for a second here, and he puts it away. Spain go 2-0 up. Mbappe's gonna have to make one of his trademark comebacks to win another World Cup. And now in the second half, here comes Lamine Yamal looking for another goal. Lamine Yamal gives it to Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati looking for a shot and it goes in. 3-0 to Spain. Mbappe's gonna lose his World Cup final, isn't he? And that is the end of the first half. A brace and an assist from Lamine Yamal. Mbappe and Ethan Mbappe and France have a big hill to climb if they want to win this World Cup final. And now, here comes Ethan Mbappe with a pass to Colomwani, who gives it to Kylian with the first step finish and it goes in. That's 3-1. There's still a lot of time left. They can still come back and win it. And here comes Ethan Mbappe once again, who gives it to his brother Kylian Mbappe with another shot and it goes in. 3-2. There's still a chance that Mbappe wins his third World Cup. And here comes Kylian Mbappe. He is absolutely locked in. Kylian Mbappe does a skill move as he gets past one. He gives it to Ethan. Ethan looking for a shot and he puts it away. It is now 3-3. Surely they can score at least one more, and they will make the comeback of the century. And now here comes Kylian Mbappe. 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Can he go ahead and win it? He gives a pass to Ethan Mbappe and he puts it away. Surely that's the one in the 90th minute of the game. Ethan Mbappe surely has won Mbappe his third World Cup. And there it is. Mbappe wins his third World Cup with the comeback of the century. Lamine Yamal doesn't win it as Mbappe gets his third World Cup. And after that World Cup win, of course, Mbappe wins his fourth Ballon d'Or, as he now has a total of 607 career goals, 3 World Cups, 4 Ballon d'Ors, 4 UCLs, and is now at a 96 overall. And as season number 8 kicks off, we get a little bit of news as Ethan Mbappe has joined Real Madrid, and Carlos Ancelotti has called in Ethan Mbappe and Kylian Mbappe to his office. And he gives him the news that he'll be changing the formation so Kylian and Ethan could play right next to each other. I'm curious as to what Kylian thinks, considering he's been dominating by himself up top.
Man, I don't know. I love Lil Bro, but I shine when I play myself up top. I just hope we can do well.
But it was now time for the debut of Ethan Mbappe at Real Madrid, the debut of the Mbappe brothers playing for Real Madrid. Surely they're gonna dominate world football. And now it's a through ball played into Rodrigo, who checks it off to Mbappe and it goes wide. Just a near shot for Kylian. And now here comes Rodrigo down the wing looking for the first goal of the game as he crosses into Mbappe and he misses it. right past the post. Mbappe can't score right now. And now here comes Kylian Mbappe once again, who gives a ball into Ethan Mbappe, who takes a touch and he puts it away. Ethan Mbappe scores a goal in his debut. And now here comes Kylian looking for a goal of his own as he gives a cross into Ethan and it goes in with a scissor kick. He gets a brace on his debut so far. And just like that, the game comes to an end. Kylian Mbappe couldn't score. Surely it was just a bad game, but Ethan Mbappe scores a brace.
Nah, this has to be a bad game. Surely I can play next to my brother. It can't be that hard.
And it seems like it wasn't a bad game. Mbappe just couldn't have the good season that he's used to, as he had his worst season yet, which is still pretty good, but it's not up to Mbappe's standards. But despite the bad season from Kylian Mbappe, Ethan Mbappe carried the club to the UCL final once again as they are facing Manchester United. Hopefully with Mbappe's bad form, Ethan Mbappe can step up and win the UCL final for Real Madrid.
Man, I have had a bad season, but thanks to Ethan, we are in the UCL final. If I can shine today, surely I can still be in the Ballon d'Or conversation to win my 5th and tie that dickhead Ronaldo.
And here comes Kylian Mbappe straight away looking for a shot as it's saved by Onana, but Mbappe has a follow-up shot and it goes above the crossbar. And here comes Kylian Mbappe looking for the first goal of this game as he has a shot and it goes wide once again. Mbappe just can't score, man. And now here comes Kylian Mbappe once again, now ready to give up just yet. Mbappe has his Trivela shot and it's saved. This guy just needs to stop shooting, bro. And now here come Man United with an attack of their own as Rasmus Højlund picks up the ball. He has a shot and it's saved by the goalkeeper as Fran Garcia clears it out. And now the ball's thrown into the mixture as Højlund gets a header to Garnacho with a shot and it goes wide. And now here come Man United once again as it goes to the wing. It's a cross in from the left back into Rashford and it goes in. Man United have made it 1-0. In this UCL final. And it is now going to be a halftime. Man United lead at the half. Can Kylian Mbappe get his shit together and go ahead and win the UCL final? And now here come Real Madrid. Rodrigo finds Kylian Mbappe into Ethan Mbappe with a shot and it goes in. It's 1-1. Ethan Mbappe is keeping Real in this game. And now here's Fran Garcia looking to start an attack, but Mason Mount gets it back. But no, he wins it once again. It's Mason Mount against the good keeper. He gives it to Rasmus Højlund and it goes in. 2-1 to Man United. Real Madrid just can't get their shit together, man. Now it's Ethan Mbappe, a through ball to Kylian Mbappe. Can he go ahead and equalize this game? He has a shot and it's saved by Onana, but the ball's still in the air and can Mbappe hit it? And no, he cannot. And here comes Kylian Mbappe looking to still equalize this game and it just goes wide. And Mbappe is just not having a good year, man. And just like that, Real Madrid lose the UCL final as Man United lift the UCL trophy. Ever since Ethan Mbappe joined, it seems that Kylian can just perform to the level that he's used to. And after that selfish display from Mbappe, just shooting and missing, Ethan Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or and Kylian Mbappe is called to Ancelotti's office. And in his office, Ancelotti questions Mbappe on why he played so selfish when he could have just passed the ball and probably won the UCL final. But Kylian Mbappe ends season number 8 with only 27 goals, which is something that he is now used to as he now has a total of 697 career goals. And for the next few seasons, Kylian Mbappe's downfall just continued, as he just wasn't able to bring the insane amount of numbers he's used to playing next to his brother. But despite that, Ethan Mbappe carried Real Madrid to 3 domestic doubles, winning 1 Ballon d'Or in the process, while the other Ballon d'Or went to FC Barcelona's Lamine Yamal. But it was now time for the 2033-2034 World Cup final, as Spain will be running it back against France, as Kylian Mbappe, despite his bad form, has the chance to win his 4th World Cup, making him the player with the most World Cups of all time. But before the final, Mbappe had a lot on his mind.
I can't believe I'm failing. I am 34, and I have yet to pass Ronaldo in Ballon d'Ors and UCLs, but I can still win my 4th World Cup today. I must do it.
But it is now time for the World Cup final. Mbappe, with his brand new look, in bad form, as Lamine Yamal, Spain's captain, is the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. But let's see if Mbappe can turn up as he always does in the World Cup and win his 4th. And now here comes Pablo Gavi with the first attack of the game. Gives a through ball to Ferran Torres, who gives it to Lamine Yamal, who has a shot and it hits the post as Spain fell to take the lead. And now it's Lamine Yamal on the ball. Lamine Yamal tries to go for a roulette, but he still gets past the defender and it's going to be a penalty. Saliba fouls Lamine Yamal in the penalty box. And now it's Lamine Yamal to step up to take the penalty as he goes to the left-hand side and it goes in. Spain take the lead. Mbappe is in danger of not winning his 4th World Cup. But now it's Ethan Mbappe who takes a touch. He has a shot and it goes in. Ethan Mbappe equalizes the game. Mbappe's dream of 4 World Cups is not over yet. But here comes Lamine Yamal once again, who gets fouled, but he still keeps on going. It's still Lamine Yamal with a finesse shot, and it goes in. 2 goals from Lamine Yamal gives Spain the 2-1 lead. And it's going to be halftime as Lamine Yamal takes his team to the second half, 1 goal up. But straight in the second half, here comes Kylian Mbappe with a through ball to Ethan Mbappe. 1v1 against the keeper. Can he go in and score? And yes, he does. It is now 2-2, France versus Spain. And now Koundé wins the ball back from Lamine Yamal, but he wins it back, and now it's Yamal. 1v1 against the keeper, and what an easy goal because of Koundé. Gives it away as Yamal scores the 90th minute winner. It seems like Mbappe is now winning his 4th World Cup. And just like that, the game comes to an end. Lamine Yamal scores a hat-trick as he lifts the World Cup, and Mbappe tops off his bad form these past couple seasons with a World Cup final loss. And now Mbappe, at 34 years old, has a total of 793 goals, 97 overall, 4 Ballon d'Ors, 3 World Cups, and 4 UCLs. He couldn't win that 4th World Cup as of yet. And at the start of season 12, Mbappe is called into Ancelotti's office, which seems to be bad news. Ancelotti tells Kylian Mbappe that he is going to be transfer listed and leaving the club this season. And as he receives the news, Mbappe sits in the locker room with his brother, looking sad as ever, thinking to end his career. But Ethan Mbappe enlightens him and tells him that he wants to see him 4 years' time in the next World Cup so he can win that final World Cup. And as he leaves Real Madrid, he joins his brand new club in Arsenal Football Club as he thinks about something as he signs for the club.
Ethan is right. I will give it all for Arsenal. It is only right as they are giving me this chance, and I will win my 4th World Cup and become the GOAT.
And now, as the brand new Arsenal signing, Mbappe is getting ready for his debut in the locker room when he sees something on the TV.
As the new manager of Real Madrid, I am glad that old Kylian Mbappe is gone from the club. That boy will never win anything. At Arsenal Football Club.
Shut up! Ronaldo, you're wrong. You will see.
But it was now time for Mbappe's debut for Arsenal. Seems like he's fired up after Ronaldo's words. Let's see if he can make a good first impression against Man City in the first game of the season. And here come Man City with the first attack of the game with a beautiful ball from Rodrigo into Erling Haaland with a shot, and it goes in. Erling Haaland makes it 1-0 against Arsenal. And here come Man City once again as Julian Alves takes a touch and he chips Aaron Ramsdale, and it goes in. Man City are 2-0 up. It seems like Mbappe being fired up has not changed anything. And it is going to be halftime on Mbappe's debut. 0 goals for Mbappe just of yet, 2-0 down. I thought he was fired up. What is he doing, man? And now it's Gabriel Martinelli. Chips it to Kylian Mbappe with a bicycle kick, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. And now it's Declan Rice. Gives a pass to Mbappe with a shot, and it's blocked. But it seems to be a handball. It is. Arsenal and Mbappe are getting a penalty. Please, Mbappe, score this. And now Mbappe steps up for the penalty as he takes a shot, and it goes in. That's 1 goal back. Can they make a comeback on Mbappe's debut? And now, here comes Kylian Mbappe looking for that equalizer as he gets past Ruben Diaz. It's still Kylian Mbappe looking for the shot. He has a shot, and it goes in. Bottom corner, 2-2. There's still enough time to win this game as well. And now it's Gabriel Martinelli down the wing. He has a cross to Kylian Mbappe, who takes a touch. He has a shot, and it goes in the 90th minute. Kylian Mbappe on his debut has scored a hat-trick and beaten Man City. And just like that, Mbappe scores a hat-trick on his debut with a good first impression. Can he go ahead and dominate with Arsenal? And it seems like Mbappe was back to his dominant form, absolutely destroying every Premier League club this season, as it was now the final day of the league campaign, the winner winning the league title between Arsenal and Man City. And it was now time for the final day of the season. If Mbappe can beat Man City once again, he can give Arsenal their first league title in many years. Can he go ahead and keep his cool and win his first Premier League title? And here comes Kai Havertz in the ball, gives the ball to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe 1v1 with a shot, and it hits the crossbar. And now the ball is played to Kylian Mbappe as he is down on the left-hand side. He has a finesse shot, and it goes in top right-hand corner. Arsenal go 1-0 up. And now Kai Havertz plays another brilliant through ball into Kylian Mbappe, who's 1v1 once again, and he has a shot, and it's saved. And now as Kylian Mbappe gets past Ruben Diaz, it's still Kylian Mbappe, almost in Ruben Diaz. Kylian Mbappe has a free shot. What is the goalkeeper doing? And Mbappe makes it 2-0, getting closer to that league title. And yes, he has done it. Mbappe has given Arsenal their first league title in years as he lifts the trophy. Surely, he's on his way to winning that final World Cup in 3 seasons' time. And as Ethan Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or at the end of this season, Kylian Mbappe adds 49 more goals to his tally, now at a 98 overall, with 842 career goals on his route to his last World Cup. And his good form continued over into season number 13 as he had dragged his team to the UCL semi-finals. But it was now time for the first leg of the UCL semi-finals. It is going to be Arsenal versus Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe versus Ethan Mbappe. Can Mbappe go ahead and beat his brother to get to the final? And now it's Kylian Mbappe in the box looking for the first goal of the game. He has a shot and it's saved by Andrew Lunin. And now it's Odegaard. He gives it to Mbappe, who's still looking for the first goal of the game. He has a shot and it goes in. Mbappe takes that 1-0 lead. Now it's Jude Bellingham on the ball. He gives it to Ethan Mbappe, who are now ready to give up. He has a shot and it's a beautiful goal from now captain Ethan Mbappe. And we are now in the second half as Fede gives it to Rodrigo. Rodrigo into Ethan Mbappe looking for a shot. He has a shot and it goes in. That is the weakest shot I've ever seen. But yet again, still, Ethan scores the goal. And here come Arsenal looking to make it 2-2 as Odegaard gives it to Mbappe and it goes in. 2-2 in this first leg. And just like that, the game comes to an end. The first leg is going to be 2-2 as Mbappe has to go to the Bernabeu for the second leg of this UCL semi-final. And straight away, it was time for the second leg in the Bernabeu. Can Kylian Mbappe take his team to the final? And now it's Vinicius Jr. on the ball who gives it to Ethan Mbappe. Ethan Mbappe with a shot and it goes in. 3-2, Real Madrid go up in aggregate. And now it's Rodrigo on the ball. He gives it to Ethan Mbappe. Ethan Mbappe with an outside of the box shot and it goes in. 2 goals from Ethan Mbappe. And just like that, Kylian Mbappe's UCL campaign comes to an end as Ethan Mbappe was way too good and he sends Real Madrid to the UCL final. And as Ethan Mbappe went ahead and won the UCL final and another Ballon d'Or, Kylian Mbappe adds 42 more goals to his 884 goals now, and he's still a 98 overall. And season 14 was more of the same for Kylian Mbappe, just dominating everybody in his path. But this time around, he reached the UCL final where he'll be facing Lamine Yamal and Barcelona. And it is now time for the UCL final. Mbappe had another amazing season where he now has to face one of the best players in the world in Lamine Yamal in this UCL final. And now it's Kai Havertz with a through ball into Kylian Mbappe. Here comes Kylian Mbappe looking for a shot. He cuts inside. Kylian Mbappe has a shot and it goes in. 1-0 up for Arsenal. And here come Barcelona as Victor Roque gives it to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal has a shot and it hits the crossbar. And now it's Pedri on the ball. Pedri gives it to Lamine Yamal with a shot and it goes in. Lamine Yamal equalizes the game. And now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres gives it to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal with an outside of the box shot and he puts it away. 2-1 to Barcelona in the first half. And in the second half, Arsenal are 2-1 down as the ball gets to Kylian Mbappe and he scores. Never mind. It's not 2-1 down anymore. It's 2-2. There's still a chance for Mbappe to beat Barcelona. But now it's Gabriel Martinelli on the ball. He has a cross. It's Kylian Mbappe. Can he score? And yes, he does. 3-2 in the 90th minute. Surely Mbappe is going to win Arsenal their first ever Champions League. And yes, he has done it. Mbappe has won Arsenal their first UCL as they lift the trophy. And he is only 1 season away from another World Cup. But despite winning Arsenal's first ever UCL, Mbappe sees as Lamine Yamal wins the Ballon d'Or over him. And as Mbappe aims to win the Ballon d'Or and the World Cup next season, he adds 42 more goals to his tally, now at 926 goals at a 98 overall, 5 UCLs, 4 Ballon d'Ors, and 3 World Cups. And to kick off Mbappe's final season of his career, he started off very, very good as he went all the way to the UCL final where he beat Real Madrid to win his 6th UCL as he sits in the locker room getting ready for the World Cup.
6 UCLs. I must win my 4th World Cup. I may be 38 years old, but I must cement myself as the GOAT.
But it was now time for the World Cup final. Once again, it's France versus Spain. But there's a change in the sideline as Ronaldo has become the Spain manager. Mbappe now has to face the one guy that has doubted him his entire career. Can Kylian Mbappe go ahead and become the greatest player of all time by winning his 4th World Cup? And here comes Lamine Yamal to kick off with the first attack of the game. It's still Lamine Yamal looking for a finesse shot, and yes, he puts it away. Spain and Ronaldo's team go 1-0 up. And now it's Gavi on the ball looking for Lamine Yamal once again with another shot, and it's a brilliant save from Mike. And here comes Spain once again. It's a through ball into Lamine Yamal, looking for that second goal, and he puts it away. France are 2-0 down. And it is going to be halftime in this World Cup final. Mbappe is down 2-0, not without a single shot in this game so far. Is he really not going to win the 4th World Cup? And now it's Ethan Mbappe with a pass into Kylian, who is now 1v1 looking for his first shot. And yes, he puts it away. It is 2-1. There's still a chance he wins that World Cup. Now it's Ethan Mbappe with a through ball, but Roger wins it. But Kylian Mbappe wins the ball. Is it going to go in? And yes, it does. Roger messes up, and it's now 2-2. 1 goal away from winning the World Cup. And now it's Kingsley Coman with a pass in to Kylian Mbappe, who gets fouled. It's going to be a penalty in the 88th minute. Can Kylian Mbappe keep his cool and score the winning penalty?
Hey, Ethan, you take this.
And it seems like Kylian Mbappe gave the penalty to his brother. Can Ethan Mbappe go ahead and win the World Cup? And yes, he does. Ethan Mbappe scores the final goal, and surely that is the 4th World Cup and the 3rd World Cup for Ethan Mbappe. And yes, they have done it. Kylian Mbappe has won his 4th World Cup as he lives it, and he becomes the man with the most World Cup wins of all time. And as Mbappe lives that World Cup, he ends his career at 38 years old, 98 overall, 971 goals, 5 Ballon d'Ors, 6 UCLs, and 4 World Cups. This is Lionel Messi, the greatest player of all time, but he will never make it as a manager. But today that is going to change, as I'm going to make Lionel Messi the best manager in the world.
My name is Leo Messi and I have completed world football as a player. I have decided to retire and look to become a manager. I will be listening to all offers. Thank you for supporting me my entire career.
Hola, Lionel. Welcome in. What is it you need?
Thank you, coach. I wanted to come to you for some managerial advice since you helped us win the World Cup.
Sure. Let's hear these offers.
Well, I've offered some Norwich City, Hamburg, and Palermo. What do you think?
I say you take Palermo. They have Argentinian history, and Serie A is an Italian league, can serve you since you are the best attacker in the world.
Lionel Messi has retired from world football and has become a manager. Surely this man who was never a good captain can actually become a good manager. I give it 2 seasons before he crumbles.
Alright, I have 2 million to spend on this squad. I'm gonna play a 4-4-1 attack. I would love to improve the goalkeeper position and the center mid and try to find a true leader. I know exactly who I'm gonna get. You need to watch these 2 talents. They're the most talented players I've ever seen since you came up. Wow, they're absolutely amazing! Welcome Diego and welcome Luca. I've brought you here today because I want to make you boys my first ever signings as a manager. You guys have some serious talent.
I'm 100% in your area. My idol can't wait to work for you.
Agreed. You are the GOAT, so let's sign that contract.
Lionel has made his first moves as he assigned 2 unknown twin brothers as his first signings, then brought in 2 well-trusted players from his playing days in Sergio Romero and Cesc Fabregas. Will he be able to succeed at Palermo and, more importantly, become the very best? Lionel, it's time for your first game. Are you sure you want to become a manager? Because you've never really been a leader on the pitch.
Yes, I'm sure I want to do this. I will be a great leader and I will be the best manager in the world.
So it is now time for Lionel Messi's managerial debut here in the Serie B, here in Italy, here at Palermo versus Pisa at home. The question is, will he become an amazing leader and become one of the greatest managers in the world, or will he flop and only be known as the greatest player of all time? I guess there's only one way to find out. 3 minutes into the game, here comes the twin, Luca Perez, who gives it to his twin brother, into Diego Perez, and now Diego Perez has a golden opportunity for the first goal, cuts back with his left foot finish, and it goes wide. What a terrible finish from Diego. But Pisa have a penalty here in the 9th minute to give him the lead. He goes to the left-hand side, but it's a brilliant save from new signing, Sergio Romero. 30 minutes later, and Pisa have another opportunity with another penalty as he goes to the right-hand side, and 2 golden saves from Romero from a penalty. What an amazing signing from Lionel Messi. But now, here comes Diego Perez, one of the twins, looking to put them in the lead in their debut, in their professional debut, as both twins are having their debut. Can Diego go ahead and score the goal? Gives it to Luka, and it's a brilliant save from the keeper. But the ref blows the whistle, and sadly, Messi's managerial debut wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, as it does end in a draw. But quickly, he has to go ahead and brush it off, as he has his next game at home against Moda. Diego Perez with a brilliant through ball to his brother, and now Luka Perez is 1v1 against the keeper. Surely he's gonna finish his opportunity as a striker. He cuts back, actually instead he gives it to Diego, and they lose the ball. 20 minutes in, Palermo have a penalty here. Cesc Fabregas to take it. Another friend of Messi's, another signing of Messi's, as he goes to the left-hand side, and that is the first goal of Messi's managerial career, and it is scored by one of his greatest friends in Cesc Fabregas. Surely this will be the goal that kicks off Messi's season as a manager and the great start to an amazing career. But the ref blows the whistle, capping off Messi's very first victory as Cesc Fabregas scores his first ever goal as Messi as manager. The future is looking very bright for Lionel Messi if he can go ahead and get the twins up and running.
Alright twins, I know you guys had a difficult start, but I believe in both of you. Continue working hard and focus because the goals will come if you boys have the talent.
Yes, boss, you're right. I'm confident now. I will score those goals.
Agreed. I was nervous, but after this talk, I'm ready to take on pro football.
And after Lionel Messi has motivated the twins in Diego Perez and Luka Perez, it is now time that they play against Ternana away from home, his first ever away game. Let's see if the twins can go ahead and get their first ever games and make sure that Messi and Scaloni made the right decision in getting these players. It is now Cesc Fabregas on the ball, looking for the opportunity to send someone through space, and now it's Luka Perez. Luka Perez is on the ball. It's still Luka Perez dribbling down the middle. He's looking like he's playing far much better now. It's Luka Perez, gives it to his brother Diego, and now it's Diego. Diego Perez into Luka, looking for his first goal of his career. Luka Perez gets past the defenders with a shot, and he scores his first ever goal. The two twins linking up to score their first ever goal and their first ever assist. Surely this is going to be a start to a legendary duo in the twins of the Perez. In the 50th minute, Cesc Fabregas is looking to create another chance as he sends Diego Perez on the run, who is now 1v1 against the keeper. It's Diego Perez 1v1 against the keeper. He cuts, he gives it to Luka Perez, and it's a brilliant shot, and Luka gets his brace as Diego gets a second assist to his brother. Surely there is no chance that these twin brothers will not succeed in world football. And the ref blows the whistle as Messi picks up another 3 points, and the twins are now up and running. But it was now time for Messi's toughest game of his career so far against the best team in the Serie B, against Brescia. Can he go ahead and get another victory? Diego plays the ball into Luka, and now it's Luka 1v1 against the keeper. Surely he's not gonna miss this. It's Luka, gives it to Diego for his first ever goal with a scissor kick, and yes, the brothers are not selfish. They pass the ball to each other. They don't care who scores the goals as long as one of them is scoring the goals and one of them is winning the game for their team. Claudio Gomez now on the ball, gives it to Luka Perez, and now it's Luka. It's still Luka. Luka still dribbling. Luka cuts back. It's Luka. Gives it to Diego. Looking for a second here. It's Diego on his right foot with a finish, and that's a brace for Diego Perez. And in the last game, it was a brace for Luka Perez. These brothers will probably be the greatest brothers of all time, alongside making Messi and helping Messi become the best manager in the world. And now Messi's team has the opportunity to go ahead and end this game as Di Mariano crosses into the ball. It's Claudio Gomez with a header, and it goes in. Not even the best team in the Serie B can handle Messi as a manager and Palermo as a team. Surely Messi's gonna become one of the greatest managers in the world. And the ref blows the whistle as Messi picks up another 3 points, adding on to his amazing start to the season, and that good form did not end there, as in the next 2 games, Messi picked up a total of 6 points, 2 victories, as the twins Diego and Luka Perez were absolutely dominating. But we were now in the final game of the season, Palermo sitting in 3rd place, tied for 2nd and 1st. If Messi could win this game with his team and one of the top 2 teams can drop points, Messi will be promoting automatically to the Serie A, capping off a brilliant start to his managerial career.
Scaloni, thank you for coming. I've dealt with all kinds of pressure as a player, but never as a manager. Do you have any advice?
It's pretty simple. Just take responsibility. No matter what happens, you'll be at fault.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I will win this game and show the world.
It is now time for the final game of the season. Messi needs to win this game and hope that Parma or Berughi drop points so he can go ahead and automatically promote to the Serie A, completing a successful season here at Palermo. Will Messi go ahead and manage his team the correct way, or will he fumble in the final hurdle and be absolutely embarrassed after this game? And it is now Cesc Fabregas on the ball, finds Claudio Gomez. Claudio finds Luca. Can he go ahead and find his twin? He gives it to his twin brother, Diego Perez. Diego Perez with a shot, but it's a brilliant save from the keeper. And now it's the right back, Elia, running down the wing, looking for another opportunity to give Palermo the first goal. It's possibly sent out to Serie A. Luca finds Diego, and now it's Diego. Diego crosses it in to Luca with a shot, and it goes in. What a scrappy goal, but it's a brilliant pass from Diego, and it's a brilliant positioning by Luca Perez. These two twins are absolutely talented and amazing footballers, and surely will become the best players in the world one day, alongside Messi becoming the best manager in the world. And the ref blows the whistle. That one goal from the link up of the twins was all Messi needed to go ahead and win this game. But it's time to find out. Will Lionel Messi and Palermo go ahead and go to the Serie A, or we have to go to the tough playoffs in the Serie B to see if he's going to promote to the upper leagues?
Lionel Messi has done it. Against all odds, he's been promoted to Serie A and in some style, winning the league title. Even with all the doubts from me, he's done it. Maybe he will become the best manager in the world. And in a sad turn of events, Dybala has retired from football after a career-ending season in Serie A. What a waste of a career due to injuries and inconsistency. We wish you the best of luck, Dybala.
It's sad to be ending my career, but I've had a good career. I even won a World Cup. But thank you everyone for the endless support. I love you.
Yo, Paulo, I heard the bad news, man. I'm so sorry.
Thanks, man. It is what it is. Just gotta move on to the next project.
Speaking of projects, I would love for you to join my journey as a manager by being my assistant. What do you say?
Yes, bro. I would love to be a manager one day.
Alright, Dybala, first order of business, we have to improve this team to survive in the Serie A.
We do have 10 million in our budget. What type of players do you have in mind?
Looking at this lineup, I don't think Valente at the right mid position and Bra at the left back position are strong enough for us to perform at this top level.
Perfect. Let's see what the scouts come back with.
And Messi's journey as manager continues. He makes two new promising signings in Jeremy Sarmiento and Matteo Mori. Let's hope these signings are exactly like last season's, successful.
Alright boys, it's time for the first game of the Serie A season. Let's stay focused and continue what we've been doing.
Agreed. I am as confident as ever. There is no chance we will fail.
Same here. I'm looking forward to scoring goals in the top flight.
And it is now time for Lionel Messi's top 5 league debut as a manager in the Serie A, the most defensive league in the world. Can he go ahead and guide the twins and guide Palermo to a successful season in the Serie A, or will he go ahead and show how really bad he is as a manager? And now here comes Diego Perez looking for a brilliant start to the Serie A season as he comes back with a through ball. It's Luca Perez, his twin brother. They have linked up so well so far in their career with a shot, and it goes in. Who else but Luca Perez and Diego Perez to be involved in the first ever Serie A goal for Palermo and Lionel Messi this season? And that Luca goal was just enough to give Messi his first ever 3 points in the Serie A, but it was time to go ahead and go to his next game against Salernitano. It's Sarmiento down the wing now, looking for an opportunity here to go 1-0 up. Sarmiento gives it to Luca Perez with a crossback into his brother, to Diego with a brilliant bicycle kick, and with another brilliant goal from the twin brothers linking up once again. Diego with a brilliant pass into Luca, and now here comes Luca with the space, with the opportunity here to make it 2-0. It's still Luca, gives it to his brother once again with a header, and it goes in. These two brothers are absolutely unstoppable. What a brilliant call from Lionel Messi to go ahead and sign these twins last season. And the ref blows the whistle once again for another victory for Lionel Messi. But it is now time for another big test as he's going up against Fiorentina, one of the finest teams in the Serie A. It's Luca Perez now on the ball with a pass into Diego. And now he's 1v1 against the keeper. Diego with the finish, and he puts it away. It's another goal with another link up from the twins. They're absolutely unstoppable. Sarmiento plays it into Cesc. Cesc gives it to Diego Perez. Diego gives it to his brother Luca. He has the opportunity to shoot, but he gives it to Diego instead with another link up. Another beautiful play by the twin brothers. Another goal. Lionel Messi really made it a humongous and amazing decision to sign these two. What a great manager he is. Another whistle blows, and it's another victory. Another 3 points for Lionel Messi. Messi, as a manager, just cannot be stopped, man. What's gonna happen next?
DY, we're doing great in the league. I think it's time we shift our focus to the Coppa Italia. Let's shock the world by winning it.
Good call, boss. I believe in our team to achieve this trophy.
And with Messi and Palermo doing absolutely amazing in the league, Messi has decided to turn his focus to the Coppa Italia and try to win it and try cause an upset to really up his CV and his career. And he is now going to go up against Bologna in the first round. Can he go ahead and go all the way to the final? Diego gives the ball into Luka, and now it's 2v1 against the goalkeeper. The twin brothers, one of them's gonna score a goal. It doesn't matter who it's gonna be, as Luka gives it to Diego with a finish, and it goes in. It was a tricky pass, and it was a tricky shot, but he still put it away, and it now 1-0 to Palermo. Cesc Fabregas from the free kick gives it to Jeremy Sarmiento. Sarmiento just give it to Diego. Diego with a cross in to Luka with a bicycle, and it goes in. Some absolutely beautiful goals scored by both twin brothers. It is absolutely amazing that they're doing so well together. And now Luka does find a ball into Diego, and now he has opportunity. He gives a through ball back to his brother. Luka looking for his brace with a pass to Diego, and he gives him his brace instead. With an absolutely dominated performance from the twins, and what an absolutely dominated performance by Messi and Palermo so far this season. And the game does come to an end as Messi wins his first ever Coppa Italia game. But guess what? The good form from Lionel Messi and the good form from the twins just continued and going as they won games all the way to the semi-final, beating teams like Lazio, Atalanta, and AC Milan. And of course, who else but the twins scoring all the goals. But it is now time for the Coppa Italia final. Let's see who he's up against.
What an amazing journey so far. Finished mid-table in Serie A, won Serie B last season, and now a Coppa Italia final. Do you see your team lifting the trophy tonight?
I believe in my team. They've worked hard this season. I believe we can take down Juventus. It's part of my journey in becoming the best manager in the world.
But it is now time for Lionel Messi's first ever final as a manager. It's a Coppa Italia final against the best team in the Serie A and Juventus. Will Messi go ahead and keep his cool and lead his team to a victory, or will he fail here in this hurdle and not pick up his first domestic trophy? Pablo Gavi does pick up the ball in the midfield as he gives it to El Nasiri, and now here come Juventus. El Nasiri gets past the defenders. He has a shot, and it's a brilliant save from Sergio Romero. And now it's Mateggio on the ball. Does find Jeremy Sarmiento. Sarmiento gives it to Diego with a shot, and it's an easy tap-in for Diego Perez. Him, and his brother have been doing it all season. It's a 1-0 lead to Palermo. Sarmiento does find a ball into Luka, who has a fixture, and he goes straight forward. And now Luka 1v1 with a shot, and it's just way too easy, man. Messi is going to win his first ever Coppa Italia, his second trophy of his career, because he made the right decision to bring the right signings and bring in these twin brothers. With 10 minutes left to go, Diego is going to go ahead and take a free kick here for Palermo as he has a shot. It's going to go in. It's a brilliant save, and it's a brilliant header from Di Mariano. What an amazing shot from Diego, and Di Mariano was in the right place with the right time. This cup final is over. It's going to Lionel Messi and Palermo. And the ref blows the whistle as this game comes to an easy victory for Palermo, 3-0 against Juventus as Cesc Fabregas lifts the Coppa Italia, Messi's second ever trophy as a manager. There is no chance that he does not become the best manager in the world.
Another successful season, boys, but unfortunately it's my time to leave Palermo. But I would love for you guys to become my first signings at my new club. What do you boys think?
Yes, of course, boss. We are becoming one of the best players in the world. We should go to a bigger club.
The best players always move up, so yes, boss, we will follow.
Lionel Messi has left Palermo and joined Serie A team Napoli. Not only that, but he's brought the dominant twins in Diego and Luca Perez as his first two signings. Surely these three will be the best in the world as players and manager.
It looks like the ex-manager was playing a 4-3-3 holding, and we do have 150 million to spend. What's the plan?
Well, with the signings of the twins, I want to change the formation to the 4-4-1 attack and sign a new keeper.
What about Diogo Costa from FC Porto?
Amazing player. Let's sign him up. Lionel, it's time for a new challenge. Let's show the world that you will be the best.
It is time for Lionel Messi to go ahead and make his debut for Napoli as a manager. He's been in the Serie A before, but this season he is looking to win the league here and qualify for the Champions League to hopefully win it next year and become the best manager in the world. But the question is, are his new signings enough? Can he go ahead and get off to a great start? And can the twins continue their new form here in a new club? Diego Perez is running down the wing in the 77th minute with a cross in all the way to Kvaratskhelia with a pass into Luka with an amazing, beautiful, athletic goal from Luka Perez to score the first goal in Messi's reign here at Napoli. Who else was it gonna be? And now it's Politano running through the midfield in the 86th minute with only 4 minutes left to go. Can Napoli get another goal to finish this? It's Politano. Gives it to Luka with a brilliant through ball into Diego Perez with a shot. And who else to score the first two goals for Messi's managerial start at Napoli? But Diego and Luka Perez, the amazing and talented twin brothers. And this game comes to an end and it's the same old story. Messi with a win and the twin brothers scoring the goals. But now it is up to Lionel Messi and the twin brothers and Napoli to go ahead and take on Inter at the San Siro. Can they go ahead and get another victory? Diego does find Luca, and now it's Luca jumping with the ball, gives it to Irving Lozano, and now it's Chucky 1v1, gives it back to Luca with a shot, and of course they're just gonna feed Luca and Diego all season because they are the best players in this team already with only 2 seasons of professional football. Diego Perez picks up the ball in the midfield with a through ball to Luca, and now it's Luca 1v1 against the keeper with a shot. Diego with the pass to Luca, and it's always gonna finish in the back of the net. The whistle blows for yet another victory for Messi and Napoli, and now it is time to face Parma. Surely there's gonna be another at least 2-0 victory. Diego Perez to take the free kick from the side area. Can he go ahead and put in a good cross across it to Evan, and they go with a header and it goes in. If Diego Perez is not scoring, if a Perez brother is not scoring, they're 100% of the time assisting one of the goals. And now it's Zambo Anguissa with a pass into Luca, and now it's Luca on the ball. Luca gives the pass to Diego, who is 1v1 against the keeper with a shot. At this point, there's not even point in celebrating. They are just too good, man. Messi signed the 2 greatest talents in the history of world football. He is the greatest manager in the world, surely, and he's gonna be rewarded that once he wins the Champions League. Luca with a breakthrough ball to Diego, who is 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Guess what? He is going to put that ball in the back of the net because he is just way too good. That is another victory for Lionel Messi and the gang. And the absolutely dominating form, of course, never stops there as Lionel Messi picks up a victory in his next 3 games. And of course, who else but the twin brothers to go ahead and score all the goals and assist all the goals as they destroy Empoli and beat Bologna and Verona. But it is now time for the final game of the season as Napoli sit in first place with 91 points. But if they do not win their game and Milan win, they will not win the league title. Lionel Messi has already secured Champions League football. Can he go ahead and secure this league title?
Boss, we've had a brilliant season. Surely we're winning the league.
We must stay focused, Paulo. We celebrate if it happens. Let's keep up the good work.
And Napoli have a tough test here at Naples. Win the game, draw the game, they're confirmed league champions. If they lose and Milan win, they do not win the league title and they're up against Fiorentina. Can Lionel Messi keep his cool and lead the side to amazing tactics and an amazing victory? 2 minutes into the game, Diego already has the opportunity to put him in the lead with a penalty to the left, and of course, he is never going to miss that penalty. Luca sends a through ball to his twin brother Diego, who is looking for his brace to potentially finish off this game already, passes it back into Luca, and of course, it's not going to be a league victory without both twin brothers scoring a goal. And the ref blows the whistle. Lionel Messi once again wins another game, and guess what? Another trophy. 3 seasons, 3 different trophies for Lionel Messi as Zelensky picks up the league title. Surely next season with Napoli, he's going to win the Champions League and become the best manager in the world.
Diego, we are the best in the world. There is no doubt about it.
Yes, brother, we need no one. Anywhere we go, we will be the best.
Messi is the best manager surely, and the twins the best players. Now with Napoli in the Champions League, there is no chance they don't win. We are witnessing history.
It's Champions League time, boss. We have 139 million to spend. Who are we signing?
I think it's about time that we bring in some top players that we know can perform at the biggest stage.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
And it seems Messi has brought in 2 players who he's played with in his career as a player, bringing the defensive partnership of Lisandro Martinez and Juan Foyth. Can they help though?
But guess what? It is now time for Lionel Messi's first ever game in the Champions League as a manager. He's won the Champions League multiple times before as a player, but never as a manager. And that first game is probably the toughest opponent he could have ever gotten in Manchester United at home at Naples. Can he go ahead and set the tone for a potential Champions League winning season against Man United?
All right, Lionel, it's your first ever UCL game as a manager. Make sure you do the job and lead this team to a UCL victory. Come on.
To start out the second half, Diego has an opportunity to put him in the lead with a penalty as he goes to the left and he puts it away. Diego Perez, of course, one of the twins, had to get the first ever Champions League goal for Lionel Messi as a manager. And that penalty was enough to give Lionel Messi his first ever victory in the UCL as a manager against United. But up next, it's going to go ahead and be against Dynamo Kiev. Can it go ahead and follow up that victory with another 3 points. Chucky Lozano now running down the wing with a brilliant through ball into Diego Perez, who is 1v1 against the keeper. Can he go in and finish? Diego gives it to his twin brother with a skill pass and a skill shot from Luca Perez to put it away. These guys are absolutely disgusting. They're just disrespecting their opponents with every skill move they can think of. And now it's Luca Perez, gets past the defender, and now he has all the space in the world. And now he is 1v1 against the keeper. It's still Luca Perez. Luca with a rainbow flick past the goalkeeper. What a beautiful goal. These guys are absolutely insane, out of this world. These men are so talented. Hopefully their talent does not get to them and they go ahead and go to the Champions League final and win it off for Lionel Messi. And now it's Chucky with a pass to Diego to make it 3-0 to finish off this game. 1v1 against the keeper. Surely he's gonna finish with a shot, and it's 3-0. It's just too easy for them. It's too World Football, Champions League football is way too easy for them. Lionel Messi is the greatest manager in the world. I'm saying it right now because he signed these two players. And now here comes Kvaratskhelia on the wing with a pass to Diego with a bicycle kick, bro. It's just not even fair anymore. It's literally not fair. Absolutely insane goal from Diego to make it 4-0. And the ref does blow the whistle to a 4-0 victory for Lionel Messi. Another 3 points. And of course, the form just never stops. As in the final 4 Champions League games, Napoli absolutely destroyed every single opponent with the both twin brothers in the Perez brothers absolutely dominating as well. So it's now time for Lionel Messi to go to his first ever knockout game as a manager. Can he go ahead and become the best manager in the world by winning the Champions League?
Good job, boys. A successful group stage campaign. Let's go all the way to the final.
Of course, no question. We are the best.
No team stands a chance against us. Champions League final versus Dortmund? There is no chance that we lose that.
The easiest opponent ever expects a goal from both of us and the trophy lift.
Hey boss, did you hear what the twins said? So disrespectful.
Yes, sadly, but there's not much we can do now. We must hope that their egos don't affect their performance.
It is now time for Messi's first ever Champions League final and his first ever campaign in the Champions League as a manager against Borussia Dortmund. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the background, like the twin brothers talking shit, confident that they're gonna win this game, and Lionel Messi worried that it may affect their game. But whether or not you believe it, Napoli and Messi have been the best team and best manager, as well as the Perez brothers have been the best players in the world. Surely they should pick up a victory against Dortmund and Messi can become the greatest manager in the world. Diego with a brilliant love pass into Luca, and now it's Luca gets past the defender. It's Luca Perez looking for a rainbow flick, and he's about to shoot, but it's a brilliant tackle from the defender. He just did a little bit too much. And now Diego Perez has scored many penalties before. Surely he'll score this one to give him the lead and possibly win the game. He tries for a chip to the right side, and he misses. He was trying to be too cheeky, and he misses a golden opportunity. And the ref blows the whistle. That is the end of full time and extra time, and it is now time that Dortmund and Napoli go to penalties. Diego and Luca, both Perez brothers, had golden opportunities to win the game, but their egos got to their head. Hopefully, Napoli and Messi still have an opportunity to win it here, and hopefully the Perez brothers did not cost Messi and becoming the best manager. Emre Can is gonna go ahead and take the first penalty as he goes to the right hand side, and it goes in. Dortmund take a 1-0 lead. Luca Perez to go ahead and take the first penalty. He missed a shot early on. Can he go ahead and score this one as he chips it and he puts it away? He does not miss his penalty. And now it's up to Özcan for Borussia Dortmund. Can he go ahead and score as he goes to the left, and it is scored, and it is now 2-1 to Borussia. Diego Perez, he missed a penalty early in the day. Can he go ahead and score, and he chips it to the other side? Again, he misses. He's trying to be too cheeky as Dahoud goes to the right hand side, and Dortmund have a 2-goal lead in penalties. This is not good. Politano, please get him back into this game. Politano goes to the left, and it is a brilliant goal for Politano, but still Dortmund have the lead. Julian Brandt, please misses. Julian Brandt goes to the left, and it's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. And now Zerbin is gonna go to the left. Okay, they're back in it. There's still an opportunity that they win here. And now Borussia Dortmund to score the final penalty of the 5. They go. Patrick Wimmer puts it away. If Napoli miss this penalty, it is all over. And because of the Perez brothers, Messi will now become the greatest manager in the world, and Napoli will win their first ever Champions League Asamo Gisa to take it. He's gonna go ahead and go to the left-hand side, and he's missed it. He's missed the opportunity. He's missed. Dortmund have won the Champions League final. Messi chokes it. The Perez brothers choke it. After absolutely dominating everyone for the past 4 seasons, Lionel Messi was used to winning. He was used to winning everything. And the Perez brothers, who were absolutely used to winning as well, are the reason why they don't win the Champions League. What an absolutely absurd Champions League final. Borussia Dortmund lifts up the Champions League as Lionel Messi does not become the greatest manager in the world. Hopefully next season, if he stays at Napoli or he leaves, he can win that Champions League and become the best manager in the world. But we've already seen that the Perez brothers have caused a huge problem.
Sadly, boss, we couldn't win the Champions League. We did well, however, which brings me to more bad news.
Oh no, bad news. What's up, Paulo?
It's time for us to part ways. I didn't live up to my potential as a player, and I want to become a great solo manager.
You know what? I understand. I wish you the best of luck as a manager. Thank you for always being by my side, brother. Alright boys, we couldn't get what we want. However, I've struck a deal with Barcelona and I want to bring you boys with me to the final prize. What do you say?
Of course, boss. We are the best. I know you want us.
Yeah, without us, you have no career.
Oh no, they've lost their heads. Let's hope a move to Barcelona will make them realize that they shouldn't be taking advantage of this beautiful game.
Hey yo bro, we don't need Lionel Messi. He is a fraud of a manager.
Yeah, I agree. Even that guy Dybala has only been an assistant and he is still there. Lionel is nothing without us.
Lionel Messi is home. Messi has joined Barcelona, looking to finally win the Champions League and become the best manager in the world. Surely the twins will be signed as well. What a shocking day for world football. Paulo Dybala has joined Real Madrid out of nowhere and has brought the twins with him. The ultimate betrayal to Messi. What happens now? Can he still become the world's best manager?
We have left the fraud Messi. Now let's show the world we are the best players.
Yes, sir. It's time to take over world football.
Ah, Scaloni, what do I do? The 2 best players I've had betrayed me as well as my assistant.
Messi, keep your head up. How many times were you told you can't do it? Deep down, you know you can and exactly who you need.
You know what? You're right. You're right. I can do this.
As his best allies have put him in a state of betrayal, Messi turns to his allies he knows will never let him fail. With unfinished business to become a great, he came back home to the place that let him create. It's time for the final stretch. Can he achieve his dreams? This is the Champions League and it's live.
Despite all the problems Messi has been through this season, he has still qualified for the round of 16, even if his assistant manager went to Real Madrid and his 2 best players that he has ever coached have also gone to Real Madrid. But it is now time for the first leg of the round of 16 against Bayern Munich. Can Messi go ahead and go all the way to the final without the Perez brothers? Frankie de Jong now in the midfield with a brilliant through ball into Julian Alvarez, who is now 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Can he go and score? Julian with a shot and he puts it away. It's okay. Lionel Messi does not need the twin brothers. He just needs players who believe in him as a manager, as Julian Alvarez takes the lead. And the ref blows the whistle, and that was all she wrote for the first leg. Barcelona have a 1-0 lead, but it is now quickly time to go to the second leg at the Camp Nou. Can they go ahead and finish the job and go to the quarters? Frankie with another brilliant through ball into Ousmane Dembele, who is now running down the wing. He is too fast for the defender. It's still Ousmane. Ousmane looking to cut inside. He does. Ousmane, it still gives it to Ansu Fati with a shot and saves, but Julian Alvarez scores the follow-up. It's another goal as they take a 2-0 lead in aggregate. Bayern Munich have a penalty, however, to go ahead and try to get back into this tie as Adaye chips down the middle, and they do score, making it 2-1 in aggregates. And now it is Julian Alvarez looking to get past Virgil van Dijk. And yes, he does. He is way too fast. It's Julian Alvarez looking to finish off this time. Julian with a crossing all the way to Ousmane with a header. And it's an amazing goal, an amazing header from an impossible angle. Surely they're going on to the quarters. And the ref blows a whistle. Lionel Messi and Barcelona are going to the quarterfinals. Let's see who they're playing against. And who else but his ex-teammates in PSG to face in the quarterfinals? Messi's toughest test. Can he go ahead and get through it? Ansu Fati now with the ball, with a through ball into Julian Alvarez, who has been the best player here at Barca, gives it to Ousmane with a shot, and it's a 1-0 lead already. This Barcelona side is really clicking, proving that Lionel Messi is actually an amazing manager, and no matter who he has, they will perform amazing because of his tactics. Kylian Mbappe, however, has a penalty to equalize this game, and he goes down the middle and he does equalize 1-1. The ref blows a whistle as this first leg comes to an end, but of course it is now time for the return leg at the Camp Nou. Messi has been very successful. Can he go ahead and go on to the semis and possibly become the best manager in the world? Not even 2 minutes into the game, Mbappe has a penalty as he goes to the right, and PSG have taken the lead in aggregate. Barcelona are 1 goal down. They still have a lot of time left, but hopefully Messi doesn't get knocked out here. Ousmane Dembele now running down the wing, looking for the comeback, gives it to Ansu Fati, and now Ansu Fati looking for a shot. He does put it away, and yes, they're back. Equalize. Ansu Fati gets him back in the tie, and now it's Enzo Fernandez on the ball. Enzo looking, taking the space, gives it to Julian, who has been the best player in this Barcelona side, the best signing Messi has signed so far. And now it's Julian. Julian 1v1 with the shot, and he gets the lead. The goal that could possibly send them to the semis, and he once again could go ahead and go to the final. Hopefully the ref blows a whistle soon. And yes, he has done it. The ref has blown the whistle. Messi and Barcelona are going to the semi-finals. And wow, what an unexpected team, as Lionel Messi is going to face Lazio. Who would have thought that Lazio in 5 years' time will be playing in the Champions League semi-final? But surely it should be an easy task for Lionel Messi and his men to go on to the final. And now Julian Alvarez on the ball, looking for some space. He gives it to his Argentinian teammate, into Enzo Fernandez with a brilliant chip pass to Julian with a first-time finish, and he scores. He takes a 1-0 lead against Lazio. And that one goal was enough for Barcelona to go with a 1-0 lead to the Camp Nou. Can he go ahead and finish the job? Can Messi finish the job and go to a second final in a row and possibly become the best manager in the world? And now here comes Immobile, 1v1 against the Barcelona goalkeeper. Can he go ahead and score this? Immobile with a chip pass, and Lazio have scored. It's 1-1 in aggregate. This is looking dangerous for Lionel Messi. And now it's Enzo Fernandez down the wing with a pass to Julian. Julian gives it to Pedri with a shot, and it goes in. This could be the goal that sends Messi to his Champions League final, and he can make him the best manager in the world. And yes, he has done it. 1 game away. 1 game away from becoming the best manager in the world. 1 game away from reaching the pinnacle of world football.
We have forgotten that fraud, Lionel. The Champions League is ours.
With our quality against a terrible manager, there is no chance that we lose.
Your first year as a manager, your first Champions League final. How do you feel, Dybala?
This was my plan all along. Messi made my playing career a nightmare. The overshadowment, the pressure set by him, and playing my position. I'm getting my payback now. I'm winning this final.
It looks like the whole world's turned against you, Lionel, but you're still here. Will you finish the job?
My whole life I've been told I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm not good enough, I'm not big enough, it's not big enough, I've won everything they said I couldn't, and you know what, this will be no different. I will win the Champions League and become the world's best manager. Just watch me.
It is now time for the biggest game in Lionel Messi's career. El Clasico in the Champions League final against his former assistant manager Dybala, and not only his former 2 best players in the twin brothers, the Perez brothers. Who will win this draw? Last time out, the twin brothers costed themselves and Lionel Messi a Champions League. But can Lionel Messi become the best manager in the world? Or can the twin brothers become the best players in the world? Only one person can come out victorious in this match. The question is, who is it gonna be? If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to click the subscribe button right now. Thank you. Love you.
The stadium is quiet, a hush in the air. A great player enters, his head led high with flair. It was once the best, the king of the game, but now as a manager, a new journey to claim. He guided his team with passion and might, the glory they soared. A magnificent sight, but fate had a twist, a turn in the road. Those who he trusted, with greed they bestowed. The stage is set, the opponents are strong, but he was determined, his willpower so long. A final chance awaits, a chance to be great, to reclaim his throne, to seal his fate.
15 minutes in, here comes Ousmane with a through ball into Julian, who gives it to Ansu Fati, who takes a touch with a shot, and it's saved. But Enzo Fernandez looking, gives it to Pedri, and now it's Pedri. Pedri gives it to Ansu Fati with a header, and what a dramatic goal! What a way to score in a Champions League final with a header! This could be the goal that gives them the Champions League win. But now, here comes Diego Perez with a through ball to Fede Valverde. Fede Valverde, 1v1 against Emiliano Martinez, and he puts it away. Diego was involved with the goal that equalizes the game for Real. But now, it's a through ball to Ousmane Dembele. 1v1 against the keeper. Surely, he's going to take the lead here. It's still Ousmane. Gives it to Ansu Fati for his brace. And yes, Barcelona lead 2-1 right before halftime. Messi is going to win that Champions League. And now, it's Julian Alvarez in the 59th minute with a through ball to Ansu Fati to seal up this game. Ansu Fati, get your hat-trick. And yes, he does. He gets his hat-trick. Messi is winning that Champions League. Messi surely is going to become the best manager in the world. And yes, he has done it. Lionel Messi has got a payback on the twin brothers who's costed him the Champions League final last year. And he has reached the pinnacle of world football as his captain lifts the Champions League trophy, and he is now the best manager in the world. This is Vinicius Jr. and he's ranked in first place for the Ballon d'Or, but he has tough competition from Jude, Palmer, and even Yamal. So today I'm going to make sure that the future of football is in safe hands and make Vinicius Jr. the greatest of all time. And Vinny's journey kicks off as he just missed out on the Copa America as Messi went ahead and won it, and Jude Bellingham beat him to the Ballon d'Or. Not only that, but since Kylian Mbappe has joined Real Madrid, Vinicius has made the shocking decision to leave the club. And as many top clubs came in to sign Vinicius Jr., he rejected all of them and accepted the one with Manchester United as he has joined the Red Devils. And as soon as he signed, he went ahead and took a press conference to answer all the questions as to why he left Real Madrid.
Real Madrid has been my home, and I've cherished every moment, but to achieve my ultimate goal, to become the greatest of all time and win 9 Ballon d'Ors, I had to make this move. Playing alongside Jude and Mbappe, it's a challenge. Now at Manchester United, I aim to cement my legacy as the greatest of all time.
Wow, that's the guy I was supposed to compete with. Now he's 10 times better than me, and he joined the shit guys and wants to become the GOAT. That is respect. I need to turn my career around.
And now Vinicius Jr. is making his debut for Man United at home against Brighton after telling the press conference that he wants to become the greatest of all time, and in order to do that he had to leave Real Madrid, which was a bold decision. But he could do that if he makes a good start here today at Old Trafford. And now it's Mason Mount into Vinicius Jr. He's through already. He gets rid of the defenders, has a shot, and it goes in. Vinicius gets his debut day goal, already showing his class in the Premier League. And now it's Kobe Mainu on the ball, gives it to Vinicius. He gets rid of the defenders once again. He's way too quick for them. He has a crossing into Kobe Mainu with a shot, and he goes in. He gets a goal and assist already, only 17 minutes into his debut. He's already dominating the Premier League. And now it's Vinicius taking the corner. He crosses it into Alejandro Garnacho with a header, and it goes in. Another assist from Vinny. He's goal contribution after goal contribution from Vinicius Jr. That's already the Mudryk in an entire Premier League season. And now it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka into Amrabat, into Vinicius Jr. Takes a touch, has a finesse shot, and it's a beautiful, beautiful goal. One of the best goals at Man United already for him. 4-0 in the first half. Man United are winning the league this season. And in the second half, it seems like Vinicius Jr. is coming off 2 goals and 2 assists. What a debut. There's no chance Brighton is coming back. And it seems like Brighton are making a change as well. Ansu Fati is coming on. I don't know. This guy is a Barcelona flop. I don't even know why he's still doing at Brighton, but there's no chance they come back. And now it's Brighton on the attack of their own. There's no chance they're going to score from this play. Ansu Fati has the ball, has a finesse shot, and it goes in. First shot of the game for Ansu Fati. He scores a goal. Nah, he's got to get lucky. He's literally a Barcelona flop, man. He's playing at Brighton. No way to come back. But here come Brighton once again. It's given into the defender. Gives it all the way forward. And now Ansu Fati once again has another shot, and it goes in. Okay, I'm going to have to apologize to Ansu Fati here. He gets a brace so far. Come on, there's no way they're blowing the lead without Vinny Jr., man. And now it's Kobe Mainu trying to waste time here, but he gives it away. And now it's a through ball to Ansu Fati for his hat-trick. He gets it. It's 4-3. There's only a couple minutes left to go. There is no way Brighton are gonna come back. There's no way Man United are doing the usual. And now it's Ansu Fati under one and the last minute of the game, and he gets fouled for a penalty. Of course, you cannot write this. Of course, Man United concede a penalty in that 90th minute. Please save the ball, Onana. And now it's Ansu Fati looking to complete his poker here. He has a shot and it goes in. Somehow, some way, Man United have blown a 4-0 lead. Of course, Vinicius wasn't on the pitch. He should have been on the pitch. And the game ends 4-4, man. And the ref blows the whistle. It is confirmed. 4-4, a point on Vinny's debut. It shouldn't have been a point, but it seems like Ansu Fati is happy.
Yes, this is what I needed. A poker against United. I'm on my route back to the top.
Holy shit, Fati is back. It's 2019 again. Maybe Liverpool can win a UCL again. But man, I need to step it up.
And for the rest of the season, Vinicius Jr. dominates on his debut season, scoring goal after goal after goal, winning the FA Cup and the Premier League, and winning the Golden Boot as Ansu Fati only finished a couple goals behind and even got brought in the 4th place in the UCL. But now Vinicius Jr. was in the UCL final against his old teammates, Real Madrid. And as the game is about to kick off, as Vinicius Jr. is fighting for his first ever treble, so are Real Madrid as they won La Liga and the Copa del Rey. But on the pitch, he sees a new face, the man who replaced him, Lamine Yamal.
Well, if it isn't Vinicius, couldn't handle Madrid, so you ran off to England. Lucky for me, I've taken your spot, and I've kept your buddy Endrick warming the bench. I'm about to win my first treble at 17. All I had to do was leave that sorry excuse for a club, Barcelona.
You've got a lot to learn, little man.
And now Simon Abao on the first attack of the game with a through ball into Vinicius, but Vinicius loses it. But he wins it back from Eder Militao, has a shot, and it goes in. Vinicius makes it 1-0 in the UCL final. He wants that triple because if he wins it, he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or this season, and that's 1 out of 9 that he would need. And now it's Fede Valverde, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka wins it back, and Garnacho into Vinicius with a shot, and it goes in. 2-0. Surely he's gonna win this game, and surely he's gonna win his first Ballon d'Or. And the ref blows the whistle for halftime. 2-0 up. If the score is still like this, Vinicius wins his first Ballon d'Or. And remember, he needs 9 to become the greatest of all time. But if Real Madrid win their treble, maybe Yamal, Jude, or even Kylian Mbappe could win the Ballon d'Or, and we don't want that. And now here come Real Madrid looking to spoil Vinicius' dreams as Lamine Yamal running down the wing with a crossing into Jude Bellingham, and it goes in with the header. 2-1, they get one back. There's still enough time for them to come back, and they are the comeback kings. And now Simon Mbappe, he gives it away into Jude Bellingham with a ball to Yamal, into Kylian Mbappe with a shot, and it goes in. Mbappe makes it 2-2, way more clinical than anybody for England at the Euros. But Real Madrid have come back. It's 2-2 now. This is looking bad for Vinicius. And now Brahim Diaz wins the ball back into Lamine Yamal. He's 1v1, has a shot, and it goes in. He's not missing that. He's right in front of the goal. A masterclass of a player. I cannot believe he joined Real Madrid. I'm pretty sure he's hated at Barcelona now. But they go 3-2 up. Vinicius is in danger of missing out on the Ballon d'Or. And now it's Kylian Mbappe looking to put the final dagger in this Man United dream. And it's Brahim Diaz now. Please do not score this. It's Brahim Diaz gives it back into Lamine Yamal with a volley, and it goes in. From Spanish hero to possibly a Real Madrid legend already, as he's about to win Real Madrid their first treble. 4-2, he gets his second goal. I cannot believe this just happened. And the game comes to an end. Lamine Yamal, of all people, joined Real Madrid and won Real Madrid their treble as they lift the UCL. Let's just hope that somehow Vinicius still wins the Ballon d'Or, but it's not looking likely. He's probably gonna miss out to Jude and Mbappe once again. And nope, Vinicius missed out on the Ballon d'Or as Lamine Yamal becomes the youngest ever player to win the Ballon d'Or at just 17 years old. If you guys think that Vinicius Jr. can win the Ballon d'Or in real life, subscribe right now. And as we found out that Vinicius was a one-man team last season, Man United went ahead and signed Endrick from Real Madrid as he was sitting on the bench for that club. But not only that, Ansu Fati has also left Brighton Hove Albion and has joined Man City. But regardless, Vinicius Jr. goes ahead and meets his old and new teammate, Endrick.
Yo, Endrick, welcome to Manchester United. Good to see you again.
Yeah, that Yamal kid came and took over. I don't know how La Magia products stink, but I feel like I need to start fresh.
You've come to the right place, my friend. Together, we'll become the best.
And Vinicius and Endrick absolutely dominated the Premier League together. He finally had some help, and they went ahead and scored goal after goal. But weirdly, on the other side of Manchester, Ansu Fati was a rotation player coming off the bench and scoring goals, but never really starting. And as Vinicius wins the domestic double once again, he was now in the UCL final, but this time against Man City, who are benching Ansu Fati once again. Interesting choice, as Vinicius is the favorite for the Ballon d'Or. Surely, if he wins the UCL and completes the treble, he'll be lifting his first Ballon d'Or. And now here come Man United. Kobe Mainoo wins the ball, gives it to Vinicius Jr., who sends a through ball into Endrick, has a shot, and it goes in. Endrick gets his first ever UCL final goal and makes it 1-0. for Man United. And now Scott Massas with a brilliant through ball. Jude Bellingham could never. It's Vinicius Jr. He's 1v1 against his goalkeeper. He's looking for the cross. He gives it to Endrick with the header. And it goes in. Beautiful link up from the Brazilians. That is now 2-0. Surely this game is over. And now the second half kicks off, and guess who's coming on? Ansu Fati. Last time I saw Ansu Fati coming on, he scored 4 goals against Man United for Brighton. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. And now Julian Alvarez into Doku, into Ansu Fati, has a shot, and it's a beautiful finesse shot. I swear Onana just sells every game. It's 2-1. Please don't come back, Man City. And now it's Rico Lewis, receives the ball, crosses it in, into Ansu Fati with a beautiful scissor kick. It's 2-2. Ansu Fati, the super sub once again. Please, Vinny, please don't choke another UCL final. And now it's Man City trying to build from the back, but Vinicius wins it back. He's 1v1. Have a shot, please. And no, he gets fouled in the penalty box. It's going to be a penalty in the 90th minute. And it seems like he gave it to Endrick so he can score his hat trick. And now it's Endrick stepping up for his hat trick on the UCL final. Can he go ahead and win? Vinicius, the UCL. He has a shot and it goes in. Vinicius won the penalty and gave 2 assists, but Endrick got the hat trick. You gotta give him his flowers. In the 90th minute, this game is over. Man United have won the treble and Vinicius has won the UCL. And the game comes to an end. They lift the UCL. He completes the treble. There's no chance he doesn't win that Ballon d'Or. And yes, he has done it. He has won his first Ballon d'Or. He needs 8 more to become the GOAT. But I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. But Lamine Yamal seems to be watching pissed off because he got injured at the very beginning of the season. Maybe if he was fit, this would have not happened. And at the start of the brand new season, more help came in for Vinicius as another Real Madrid bench player in Rodrigo has come in and joined Man United. And these 2 Brazilians absolutely dominated together, scoring many goals and winning the UCL, but missed out on the domestic double to Ansu Fati and Man City. And now they were all going to the World Cup as the top 4 Ballon d'Or favorites were Ansu Fati, Endrick, Vinicius Jr., and Lamine Yamal. And so far in the World Cup, Vinicius was sitting in 3rd place in the group of death, only a couple points behind Spain, meaning they're facing Spain on the final day, with the loser getting knocked out in the group stages. But it was now time for the final group game, Spain versus Brazil. One of these teams, believe it or not, are going to be grouped. It better not be Vinicius Jr. He needs to win the Ballon d'Or. If he does not make it farther than Yamal or Ansu Fati, who are both playing for Spain, he will not be winning the Ballon d'Or. And here comes Vinicius Jr. with the first attack of the game, has a shot, but it's blocked. And Rodri tries to win it back, but Vinicius gets past him, has another shot, and it goes in. Vinicius makes it 1-0. And now it's Vinny once again, gives it to Baguetta, back into Vinny. Vinny holds the ball, he still dribbles past the defenders. He gives it to Endrick. Endrick has a shot, and it goes in 2-0. Spain are getting dominated, outclassed in his final group stage game. But here comes Lamine Yamal. We saw what he did at the Euros. He's not gonna let his Spain get knocked out. He gives it into Ansu Fati with a shot, and the link up is insane. They make it 2-1. There's still a lot of time left. And here comes Miguel Merino on the ball with a brilliant through ball into Ansu Fati, but it's lost. And now it's Alisson trying to clear it up, but he gives it straight to Lamine Yamal, and it goes in. Horrible mistake from Alisson. It's 2-2 now in the first half. And now here come Brazil in the second half. A brilliant through ball from Bruno Guimaraes. It's Vinicius Jr. knocks it down, has it crossing into Endrick with a header, and it goes in. 3-2. Come on, you just gotta hold out this lead. Do not concede another goal. But now it's Lamine Yamal looking to get a goal back, looking to make it 3-3. He cuts inside, he gives it to Ansu Fati, and it's 3-3. You cannot stop these top 4 Ballon d'Or favorites, all scoring a goal so far. And Lamine Yamal receives the ball right inside the box. He tries to get past, he goes ahead. It's still Lamine Yamal, gets rid of all the defenders, has a shot, and it goes in. 4-3 in the 90th minute. Lamine Yamal, the youngest Ballon d'Or ever winner, the youngest ever Euros winner, has sent Spain to the knockout rounds. How did this happen to Vinicius Jr., man? And the ref blows a whistle. It is being confirmed. Brazil have bottled it exactly like how England did in the Euros that had just happened. Vinicius needs to do better. I'm sure he's not gonna win that Ballon d'Or.
Hey, Vinny, good game, man.
Hey, why are you talking to that loser?
And after knocking out Brazil, Spain went all the way to the World Cup final where they eventually lost to France, meaning that Ansu Fati won his first ever Ballon d'Or to end off the season. This is not good for Vinicius Jr. And the next season is a very successful one for Vinicius as he wins every trophy in England, but lost out on the UCL to Real Madrid, who completed another treble. And Vinicius Jr. was now in the Copa America final up against Argentina, but also Spain was also in the Euros final, meaning that either Lamine Yamal or Vinicius Jr. would be winning the Ballon d'Or, depending on who wins these trophies. And as he's getting ready for this game, Vinicius is very nervous.
I have to win this. After Real Madrid won the treble and Spain is in the Euros final, I need to dominate tonight's Copa America final to secure the Ballon d'Or.
And here comes Brazil. Paqueta with a through ball into Vinicius with a shot, and it goes in 1-0 in this Copa America final. He's not getting knocked out in the quarters like last time. But Argentina have a corner now. It's a cross in, and it's a clearance from the Brazilian defender. But Julian Alvarez has a shot, and it's blocked. And now it's Nicolas Gonzalez, and it goes in off the defender. It's actually Molina. He scores the goal. It's 1-1. Argentina are not going to give up easy. They're looking for the third Copa America in a row. And now it's Eder Militao trying to clear the ball, but it's won by Nicolas Gonzalez, and it's a brilliant tackle. And now it's Militao. Militao stunned the ball. He loses it once again, and now it's Lautaro with a shot, and it goes in. The defending champions go back up 2-1. This is not looking good, bruv. And now it's Berardo with a throw-in into Endrick. Endrick gives it to Vinicius. He's looking for the shot here. He has all the space in the world, has a shot, and it goes in. 2-2. Vinicius is not giving up. He scores goals in finals, unlike Jude Bellingham. And now it's Vinicius Jr. directly outside the box in the 90th minute, looking to score that winner here. He gets rid of all the defenders. It's so easy for him. He has a shot, and it goes in. Brilliant, brilliant goal in the 90th minute. He's gonna win his first ever Copa America. That defending is atrocious, like a Southampton 9-0 there, but this game is over. But Argentina have one last attack. It's another corner. It's crossed in, but Vinicius wins it back. All you need to do is clear it out. But he gives it away. He gets a foul, and it's going to be a red card for Vinicius. He gets sent off. It's just a Copa America, innit, man? But regardless, the ref blows the whistle. Brazil have won. They lift the Copa America. We need to hope that Spain did not win, and surely Vinicius is the on-and-out favorite to win his second Ballon d'Or. And yes, Spain went ahead and lost their Euros to Germany, meaning that Vinicius wins his second ever Ballon d'Or. He's getting closer and closer to becoming the greatest of all time as Lamine Yamal watches in disappointment.
I just can't seem to win an international trophy just like England. I need to lock in.
Man, Vinicius is out of this world. He's dominated England. I need to work even harder.
And for the next 2 seasons, one of these seasons, Vinicius wins it all in England and misses out on the UCL to Ansu Fati, but he still wins his third Ballon d'Or. But in the season after that, Ansu Fati has already won 5 trophies, as Vinicius had 0 trophies in this season, as they're going to the World Cup with Ansu Fati, the favorite for the Ballon d'Or. And this time around, Brazil do well as they went ahead and dominated all the way to the semi-final. Well, once again, they'll be facing Spain, with the winner going to the World Cup final. But it was now time for the World Cup semi-final. Vinicius versus Lamine Yamal and Ansu Fati, who is the on-and-out favorite for the Ballon d'Or. The only way Vinicius can win the Ballon d'Or, and even if he does, it might be a robbery, is by winning the World Cup. But first, he needs to beat Spain, which he has never done in his career. And now it's Vinicius Jr. on the ball with a brilliant through ball into Endrick. He's looking for the space inside. He cuts inside. It's still Endrick with a shot, and it goes in. And it's just for Vinicius once again. This duel is absolutely disgusting. 1-0 to Brazil. And now it's Lamine Yamal looking to ruin Vinicius' dream, looking to put him down. It's a through ball into Ansu Fati. 1v1 against the keeper, has a shot, and it goes in. I swear, Ansu Fati gets another goal. Alisson might as well have stayed at home because he's been absolutely useless every time against Spain. It's 1-1. For Spain. But here comes Spain once again. Nico Williams gives it into Mikel Merino, into Lamine Yamal. He cuts back. It's still Lamine Yamal. Gives it to Ansu Fati once again. He goes back inside. It's still Ansu Fati. Gets rid of the defense. Of course, Alisson doesn't make a save. It's 2-1 in Spain. I cannot believe this is happening once again. And now in his second half, here comes Endrick looking to score an equalizer. He's looking to score the solo goal. He has all the space in the world. Easy shot. Horrible defending. Looking like England out there. Endrick makes it 2-2. And now it's Vinicius Jr. inside the Spain box. There's nobody defending him. He gets tackled twice. He gets tackled a third time. And this time, it's going to be a penalty in the 88th minute. Oh, Vinicius has to score this one. And now Vinicius is stepping up. 1 goal, 1 kick away from going to his first ever World Cup final. Has a shot, and it goes wide. He blew the opportunity to go to the final. And now it's Lamine Yamal in the Spain box in the 90th minute. This ref is about to blow the whistle and he gets fouled. It's another penalty, but this time for Spain. What is Berardo doing out there? This guy sucks, man. It's going to be a penalty for Spain. And now it's Lamine Yamal taking the penalty. The opportunity to send his nation to the World Cup final, and he puts it away. Vinicius misses his pen. Lamine Yamal scores his. It's just poetic, isn't it? The game ends 3-2, and once again, Vinicius loses to Spain. And as the game comes to an end, Vinicius walks off disappointed.
I just can't seem to beat Spain. I feel like Barcelona versus Bayern.
And as Spain made it to the World Cup final, they somehow lost to the shitters in England. England have won the World Cup as Ansu Fati ended up winning his second Ballon d'Or. And when Vinicius was knocked out against Spain, it's like a monster took over him. As for the next 3 seasons, Vinicius Jr. wins 3 trebles and 3 more Ballon d'Ors, now having a total of 6. However, in season number 10, the next World Cup year, Vinicius Jr. was out with an injury for the entire club season as Lamine Yamal won the treble going in to the next World Cup. But once again, of course, Vinicius was back and he dominated for Brazil in the World Cup, reaching another semi-final. And this time, Turkey has made the World Cup final in a fairy tale run, meaning all Vinicius needs to do is beat Spain for the first time, and he is guaranteed a World Cup win.
I need to beat Spain this time. It's the best opportunity to win, especially with Turkey making a fairy tale run and reaching the World Cup final. This would be the easiest final ever.
And here comes Nico Williams with the first attack for Spain in this World Cup semi-final. He cuts inside, he passes it back into Lamine Yamal with a shot, and it's a brilliant goal from Lamine Yamal. He makes it 1-0. Spain take the lead. It's not looking good for Vinny Jr. And now Douglas Luiz wins the ball back. He's looking to start the first attack for Brazil. It's Vinicius Jr. through ball into Endrick, has a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. This man has been a goal-scoring machine for Brazil as they make it 1-1. It is now halftime. It is 1-1. A goal for Brazil and a goal for Spain. Vinicius has gotten the assist, hasn't had a shot all game though. But here comes Spain. Nico Williams into Lamine Yamal with a brilliant through ball into Ansu Fati. It's just brilliant, isn't it? Ansu Fati 1v1 against Alisson. Please save it. And no, it goes in. 2-1, Ansu Fati takes the lead. I'm worried that Vinicius is not gonna beat Spain. But now it's Vinicius outside the Spain box, has a shot, but it's blocked. And now it's Rodrigo. He wins the ball back. He gives it into the through ball into Endrick. Endrick with the cross into Vinicius with the bicycle kick, and it goes in. Vinicius makes it 2-2 in the 90th minute. This game is going to go to extra time. He is the hero. Please keep the composure. Please score another goal and please win the game. And the ref blows the whistle for full time. It is going to extra time. Is somebody going to score a winner, or are we going to penalties? In the 120th minute, Brazil have a corner. Bruno Guimaraes crosses it in. It's won by Lucas Paqueta into Vinicius, and it goes in. Vinicius has scored in the 120th minute of extra time. They've won the game. They're going to the World Cup final against Turkey. They're easily going to win that. Sorry, Arda Güler, but there's no chance. You stand a chance against Brazil. Vinicius is the hero. And the game has come to an end. Brazil are going to the World Cup final against Turkey. It looks like Vinicius is going to win that World Cup and that Ballon d'Or. And I was wrong, as Vinicius lost 3-0 in the World Cup final to Turkey. Arda Güler hat-trick as he lives the World Cup. Wow, Vinicius got severely humbled. The season comes to an end as Lamine Yamal wins the Ballon d'Or this time around. Vinicius had the easiest chance to win the World Cup, and with only a couple years left, he still needs 3 Ballon d'Ors. And at the start of season 11, Vinicius and Endrick were sold from Man United as they have joined PSG. Not only that, but Ansu Fati has joined Real Madrid. I wonder why they were sold off Man United. However, I think that Man United made a mistake, as for the next 4 seasons, Vinicius and Endrick want everything to win in France, but missed out on the UCL every single season. But somehow Vinicius still won 2 Ballon d'Ors as Ansu Fati won the other one. And we were now in the final season of Vinicius' career as he's getting ready for a UCL final up against Ansu Fati and Lamine Yamal. If Vinicius wins, he wins PSG's first ever UCL, something that Mbappe or Messi could never do. And the UCL final kicks off. It's Ousmane Dembele with a through ball into Vinicius Jr. with a shot, and it goes in 1-0. But we've seen this before. He needs to keep his cool and keep this lead. 1-0 to PSG. But now it's Kylian Mbappe, gives a through ball into Fati. Fati into Fran Garcia. He's running down the wing. He's by himself with a cross into Lamine Yamal. Has a touch, and it goes in. Terrible goalkeeping from the goalkeeper as Lamine Yamal makes it 1-1. And now in the second half, it's Fran Garcia with a through ball into Ansu Fati, who's running down the wing. He's looking to get rid of Marquinhos. He gets rid of the other defender, has a shot, and it goes in. Near post finish. Ansu Fati makes it 2-1 in the 50th minute. It's not looking good for Vinicius. But here come Real Madrid. But Ousmane Dembele wins the ball back. It's Vinicius through ball into Endrick. 1v1 against the keeper. It's a shot, and it goes in. Endrick has saved the game. In the last remaining minutes, it's 2-2. There's still a shot. But full time comes to an end. But not only that, extra time comes to an end. We're going to penalties. PSG versus Real Madrid. Can Vinicius become literally the greatest player of all time for PSG? Because Neymar could not do it. I mean, he sucks. He couldn't do it. Messi couldn't do it. And Mbappe could not do it. Will he be the first one to win PSG their UCL? And Vinicius has the opportunity. He's the first one, the responsibility, the first one to take it for PSG. Steps up, has a shot, and it goes wide. He misses. And now it's Mbappe, has a shot, and it's saved by the keeper. And now it's Vitinha up next. Can he go ahead and put them 1-0 up? Vitinha has a chip, and no, it's saved. And now it's Jude Bellingham. Has a shot, steps up, and it goes in. It's 1-0 to Real Madrid. And now Endrick, he's surely not going to miss his penalty. He's ice cold. Endrick, he puts it away. It's 1-1. But come on, Real Madrid need to miss another. Eder Militao, he missed one in the Copa America. He has a shot, and it's saved by Donnarumma. Come on. And now, it's Ousmane Dembele. Where is he gonna go? He's gonna go to the right-hand side. He probably pulled a hamstring, missing that too, man. Come on. It's Tobias. The Brazilian right back has a shot, and it goes in. Donnarumma doesn't even attempt to save. If PSG missed this, if Barcola, shit guy Barcola misses this, Real Madrid are winning the UCL, and Lamine Yamal or Ansu Fati are going to become the favorites for the Ballon d'Or. It's Barcola, has a shot, and it goes in. Yes, he has saved it. But now, if Ansu Fati scores this, he becomes a hero and probably becomes the favorite for the Ballon d'Or going in to the World Cup and denies Vinicius PSG's first ever UCL. He has a shot, and it goes in. Ansu Fati has won it for Real Madrid. Vinicius, though, he's literally the reason why they lost. He missed his penalty. He's supposed to be the best player in the world. And Real Madrid lift that UCL. But now it was time for Endrick and Vinny and Lamine Yamal and Ansu Fati to get ready for the World Cup.
Fati, we're the best in the world. Be ruthless out there. You cannot be nice no more. We must win the World Cup. We are Spain and we will finally win the World Cup.
Vinny, we got this, man. We just lost in the UCL final. We can't let the El Masia graduates beat us.
You're right, Endrick. We will win the World Cup.
But it was now time for the World Cup final, the last World Cup final for these four. Vinicius and Endrick versus Lamine Yamal and Ansu Fati. The winner, surely, one of them will win the Ballon d'Or. It's looking like Lamine Yamal or Vinicius, depending on what side wins it. Can he handle the pressure? Can he finally beat Spain and win the World Cup and become the greatest of all time? And here comes Brazil with the first attack of the game. Here comes Endrick, 1v1 against the keeper, has a finesse shot from outside the box, and it goes in. Endrick is ice cold. He's an amazing player, and he has helped Vinicius a long way in his career. 1-0 to Brazil. But here comes Spain, of course, like always, running the party. Lamine Yamal with a brilliant through ball into Ansu Fati. He gets rid of Berardo. Berardo sucks, man. Has a shot, and it goes in. 1-1. Ansu Fati makes it 1-1 again. I feel like I've been saying this the entire time. Ansu Fati and Lamine Yamal are just too good. But now, in the second half, Vinicius has a free kick. Can he go ahead and keep his score? Score has a free kick, and it goes in. Very similar to the one Ronaldo scored all the way in 2018. But Vinicius makes it 2-1. Can this be the goal that wins them the World Cup? And with only a minute left to play, Spain try to win the ball back. But now Eder Militao wins it back, but he loses. And once again, Nico Williams into Lamine Yamal, the best friends, and it goes in. The link-up is incredible. Lamine Yamal has scored a 90th minute equalizer. Nico Williams to Lamine Yamal. It's always going to be a goal. Let's at least hope that we don't go to penalties. Let's hope that Vinicius can score in extra time. But nope, the ref blows a whistle for full time and extra time. We're going to penalties once again. I hope that Vinicius doesn't miss his this time around. And here comes Douglas Luiz, the first one to step up for this penalty. Has a shot, and it goes in. Brazil have that 1-0 lead. And now, it's Pedri. For the first penalty for Spain, it's chipped, and it goes over the bar. Pedri misses. And now, it's Lucas Paqueta. Can he go ahead and score this to make it 2-0? And no, it's saved by the keeper. And now, it's Zumbendi. Can he go ahead and score? And yes, why am I celebrating? Why? Yes, he does. No, it's 1-1 for Spain. Sometimes I forget who I'm cheering for. Vinicius Jr. has a shot, and it goes in. This time around, he scores his penalty. But it's Lamine Yamal now. Has a shot, and it goes in. He scores his penalty. 2-2. One penalty missed each. Endrick, please, you're the hero. Don't miss. Has a shot, and it goes in just barely. He just barely puts it away. And now, it's Ansu Fati. Can he go and step up and take it? And it's saved. Ansu Fati, the good guy, has missed. And all Rodrigo needs to do, the man who's been behind the scenes, he was also benched by Lamine Yamal. He had to move to Man United. Can he go ahead and score the winning penalty? Can he give Brazil the World Cup? And yes, he does. He puts it away. He keeps his cool. And Brazil have won the World Cup. Vinicius has won the World Cup. Surely he's going to become the greatest of all time now. Rodrigo, the unsung hero. And yes, they have done it. Vinicius lives the World Cup. But the question is he going to end his career with his 9th Ballon d'Or and become the greatest of all time? And yes, he has done it. He has overtaken Messi. He has won his 9th Ballon d'Or, officially becoming the greatest of all time.
Arsenal have just spent over 100 million in this transfer window. But sadly, it's all gone to defensive players like Zubamendi, Norgard, and Kepa Arrizabalaga. So today, I'm taking over Arsenal using their new transfers and hopefully bringing in exciting attackers like Sesko or Gyökeres and trying to win them their first ever UCL and make them the world's best team. And of course, Arsenal have only brought in 3 new signings, bringing in Martin Zubamendi, Kepa Arrizabalaga, and Christian Norgard. And this is what the brand new Arsenal side is looking like. I don't think they're ready to win the Champions League yet. And with only 78 million left to spend, it's not enough to bring in the superstars that we need to win the Champions League. But before we can sell players and make new signings, let's make our debut against Wolves. And here comes new captain Bukayo Saka. I have converted him into the captain of this club. Through ball into Martin Odegaard. Takes a touch, has the shot, and it goes in. 1-0 against Wolves. And now it's Bukayo Saka from a corner with the cross in. It falls into Odegaard, and it's another goal for Martin Odegaard. 2-0 to Arsenal. And here comes Kai Havertz, gets a through ball into the new captain Bukayo Saka. Can he score on his first game as captain? And he bangs it in. 3-0. This game is over. And we have won on our debut. Let's go ahead and make some signings. But before we get to signings, our new captain Saka came into my office and said that if we don't win the Champions League this season, he would like to leave the club because he doesn't want to become like Harry Kane. And as we receive the terrible Saka news, here are all the players we have sold, making a little bit of money, but I'm worried that Saka will leave us next season. So with the 190 million we do have now, we must sign superstars to avoid Saka leaving. And the first player I'm bringing in is Victor Gyökeres. Arsenal have finally signed on number 9 as for a cheap 65 million because that was his release clause. Surely he can help us win the Champions League, so Saka will not leave the club. And our next signing is another superstar for 70 million plus Gabriel Martinelli. We are bringing in Rodrigo, who will be playing on that left-hand side. Final signing this season, it is Eberechi Eze for 30 million. The 81 overall will be a backup center mid and left winger to the side. I think we've made enough signings to go ahead and help us win Arsenal's first ever Champions League. And this is what the brand new Arsenal side is looking like. There's no way we're not a favorite to win the Champions League. But it's time to find out if we made the right signings as it's time for the first game of the Champions League season. And now it's Martin Odegaard on the ball, through ball, straight away into Victor Gyökeres, and he's way too fast for the Union Belgian team to handle him. But here comes Union Sterling, the team from Belgium. It's Ayensa with a shot, and we have conceded a goal. How is that happening? This should be an easy victory. And now it's Martin Odegaard through ball into Rodrigo, wearing that number 10 for Arsenal. Gives it into Victor Gyökeres, and it goes in top corner. Rodrigo gets his assist. Gyökeres gets his second. And now it's Jurrien Timber on the ball. Gives it into Declan Rice, who finds Martin Zubamendi. And now it's King Bukayo Saka, the captain. Through ball into Victor Gyökeres, who's looking for a first half hat-trick. Gyökeres gives it to Saka. Saka to Odegaard. Back into Victor Gyökeres. It's beautiful football as Gyökeres gets his first ever hat-trick for Arsenal. And now in the second half, it's Jurrien Timber gives the ball to Declan Rice, who finds Ethan Nwaneri. We made some subs because this game is over. It's still Ethan Nwaneri in the ball. Gets rid of the defenders. It's still Nwaneri. 1v1 cuts back. Gives it into Eze. Come on, Eze. You gotta finish that. And now Ethan Nwaneri picks up the ball once again. He's been brilliant since coming on. A couple minutes here. Gives it into Rodrigo. It goes in. 4-1. Surely we have won this game. And the whistle is blown. We win 4-1. I'm excited to win the Champions League this year, because if not, Saka will be leaving the side. But sadly, in the group stages, we finished in 13th place. How did we do so bad? That means in the playoffs, we will be facing Frankfurt. So let's see how the first leg goes here in the playoffs. I'm worried that this team is not performing well, and it's going to be a 2-0 victory. But it's now time for the second leg against Frankfurt. We must secure this victory. I didn't want to sim it because I feel like they were going to bottle it. And here comes Frankfurt once again. Hugo Ekitike beats Gabriel Ekitike, and it goes in. We go down 1-0. This is not good. And now here comes Martin Zubamendi. Finds Ito Nwaneri because Bukayo Saka is suspended. It's Nwaneri on the ball. Finds Rodrigo. And here comes Rodrigo goes. Cuts inside. Rodrigo through ball into Victor Gyökeres with the chip. And that was a bit risky. I should have just banged it in. Hugo Ekitike gives it into Chaibi. Great tackle from Jurrien Timber. Can we go on this counter? Jurrien Timber gives it to Declan Rice. Declan Rice finds Ito Nwaneri. Nwaneri, come on. Make a run, Gyökeres. It falls into Gyökeres. And here he comes. 1v1 against the goalkeeper. And it goes in. Let's go. Gyökeres makes it 3-1. Ethan Nwaneri picks up the ball, gives it to Declan Rice, who finds Victor Gyökeres, cuts inside, looking for a through ball. He does find Nwaneri, who's been incredible every time he goes on the pitch. Nwaneri with a finish. It goes in top corner. 4-1 in aggregate. And now it's Declan Rice on the ball, does find Eberechi Eze into Rodrigo goes. Can we go ahead and end this game, make it 4-1 in aggregate? Through ball into Eberechi Eze. 5-1 in aggregate is what I meant. This game is over. And the game comes to an end. We had that scared, but we secured the victory. victory. And if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get a 500k by 2026. And in the round of 16, we will be facing PSG. I'm very scared for this first leg. Let's see how it goes at home. It's a 1-1 draw. But here come the defending champions. Kvaratskhelia gives it into Josko Gavardia, into Kochku, back into Kvaratskhelia, and it goes in. How is it that the first shot they shoot, it goes in, man? And now it's Declan Rice finds Bukayo Saka, our best player, our captain in this team, gives it to Rodrigo. Come on, we need to go here. We need somebody to step up. It falls back into Bukayo Saka, gets rid of Josko Gavardia with the finish, and it goes in when we need him the most. It's the captain, Saka. But here come PSG. Openda gives it to Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, who scored the first goal. David Raya, what are you doing, man? What is that horrible attempt for a save? And now it's Declan Rice on the ball, finds Bukayo Saka straight from kickoff. We need him to step up once again. He is our best player after all. It's still Bukayo Saka. Who is he gonna find? He gives it to Rodrigo. Rodrigo takes a touch, gets rid of one defender, gets rid of a second. Low driven finish. It's saved by Donnarumma. And now Gyökeres is on the ball now, looking for Bukayo Saka once again. He is running down the wing. We really missed him against Frankfurt. It's still Bukayo Saka. 1v1. Cuts inside, gives it to Gyökeres. And no, Gyökeres, you have to finish that. And right before halftime, it's Declan Rice gives it to Odegaard, who finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo through ball into Bukayo Saka once again, and it goes in. The hero, the captain, makes it 3-3 once again. And now in the second half, here comes Bukayo Saka, who's on a hat-trick, looking to give us the lead for the very first time. And it's still Bukayo Saka looking for that cross, finds Odegaard, lays it up into Rodrigo, and it was about to go in, but the referee calls it for offside. And Bukayo Saka picks up the ball, gives it into Martin Odegaard, who finds Rodrigo into Victor Gyökeres, holds it up, gives it to Saka, who's on a hat-trick, cuts inside, gives it into Odegaard, who lays it up into Rodrigo, and it goes in. Saka kickstarts the attack, 4-3. We might knock out PSG. And now it's Martin Odegaard through ball all the way into Rodrigo. Rodrigo cuts inside, gives it into Gyökeres, 1v1 to end this tie, and it's all over. We have upset the current UCL champions. And the whistle has been blown. We have beaten the UCL winners. We need to win this Champions League. We cannot lose Bukayo Saka. And in the quarterfinals, we will be facing Atalanta. Let's see how this first leg goes. Can we get a victory? 4-2. I think we're going to the semis. And when it comes to the second leg, we're simming it. I think we got a good enough lead, and we're in the Arsenal Stadium, Emirates. It's a 3-3 draw. We're still going to the semis. And in the semifinals, we will be facing Man City. Declan Rice is suspended. How is this first leg going to go? 3-3 draw. Oh no, boys. But in the second leg, it's another draw, but a 0-0 this time as we're going to a pen shootout. And the first penalty taker is going to be Bukayo Saka. He better set the tone correctly here. Top right. He misses. Saka, what was that? Omar Marmoush goes to the right. Oh no, we're down 1-0 to City here. And now it's Rodrigo to take this penalty here. Where is he going to go? He goes to the bottom right. I cannot believe Saka misses penalty. And now it's Ederson Moares to take the next penalty. The keeper, surprisingly, to the right. David Raya, I think, gets a hand to it, and now Gyökeres to take the next penalty. Top right middle, it goes in. 2-1 to Arsenal. Nico Gonzalez up next for Man City. Goes to the left. David Raya makes another save, and now it's Declan Rice to go ahead and make a 3-1 lead here. He bangs it in, and if Man City misses next penalty, if Bernardo Silva misses his penalty, they're out, and Arsenal in a UCL final. Silva, oh my God, Raya goes the right way but cannot get to it. Odegaard has to score this, and Arsenal are UCL finalists for the first time in years. Top right, it goes in. We are going to the UCL final, but I cannot believe Saka missed his pen. If you want to start your career mode in the new season with new kits and new transfers, check out Road Kits in the link in the description. And in the UCL final, we will be facing Real Madrid. And we know what happened in Red Lab the last time they faced, and also Real Madrid have never beaten Arsenal. We have to win this UCL final to complete this rebuild. If not, we're gonna have to go into next season without Bukayo Saka. And here comes Martin Odegaard as the game kicks off. It falls into Victor Gyökeres. Through ball into Rodrigo, holds the ball, gives it to Bukayo Saka with the finesse, and it's a save by Courtois. Declan Rice to take this corner here, crosses it in. He finds William Saliba with the bicycle kick. It goes wide. But here comes Vinicius Jr. on the ball, looking to take the lead for Real Madrid. Cuts inside, gives it into Memphis Depay. We go for the tackle. I thought you were sure earlier. Raya makes a save though. And here comes Philip Foden, crosses it in into Memphis Depay. Raya, what are you doing? That's like your third huge mistake this season. Real Madrid take a 1-0 lead. And now it's Miles who scarcely gives it to Zubimendi, who finds Rodrigo's. Rodrigo's looking for a run here. He finds Miles, Lewis Kelly, and here he comes. The left back with the finish. It goes in. The Arsenal boy equalizes the game for us. But here come Real Madrid. It falls into Philip Foden. Great save from Raya. And now it's Alvaro Carreras with the cross in. It's Eduardo Camavinga. It hits the crossbar. We get lucky. And now it's Jerry and Timber on the ball here. Gives it into Bukayo Saka, who finds Victor Gyökeres. He's through on goal. 1v1 against Real Madrid's Courtois. And it goes in. 2-1 lead in the first half. Let's go, Gyökeres. But here comes Vinicius Jr. 1v1 against Raya. It goes wide. We dodge a bullet. But now it's Vinicius Jr. in the second half into Fede. Great save from Raya. Clear it out. But it falls back into Vinicius. Memphis. Oh, it goes wide. And here come Real Madrid in the second half. It falls into Camavinga. Into Federico Valverde. Where are my defenders? What a finish from Fede. It's 2-2. And now it's Bukayo Saka on the ball. Gives it to Gyökeres. We're trying to score after we conceded. It falls back into Bukayo Saka. And it goes in. 3-2. 5 minutes after conceding, we take the lead again because of the captain. And now it's Real Madrid on the ball. Jude Bellingham gives it into his English teammate in Philip Foden. Come on, Lewis Kelly, get the ball. No, he can't. It's Jude Bellingham. It goes into Fede, into Martinelli against his own team. He's equalized the game. We're bottling it. This is not good. But here comes Jude Bellingham in the 81st minute into Memphis. It falls into Martinelli. We got to get this ball out of here. Martinelli wins the ball back, and it's going to be a penalty. What? How in what world is that a penalty? That makes no sense. And here comes Jordan Timber here. That's a handball. Oh my days. That's a rough call. Vinny to win the Champions League for Real Madrid. Goes to the left-hand side. It's over. I think we have bottled the UCL final. And Federico Valverde lifts the Champions League for Real Madrid. We could have won Arsenal's first ever European trophy, but now we're going into next season without Bukayo Saka. But it gets even worse. We somehow finished in 5th place. With all the talent we have, no Champions League football next season. We might lose even more players. And this is what the squad is looking like at the end of the season. It looks incredible, but I think we went too all in the Champions League this year. And here are the stats. 33 goals and 4 assists for Gyökeres. 38-7 for Saka, who will be leaving us next season. 16-22 for Declan Rice. 16-12 for Rodrigo. 13-2 for Kai Havertz. 9-14 for Martin Odegaard. And as the brand new season begins, Saka isn't the only one that wants to leave the club. William Saliba and David Raya have also been requested to leave as they didn't want to play Europa League football. And as Bukayo Saka leaves Arsenal, here is where every single player went to as they left our club. And yes, we may have 800 million to spend, but convincing players to join a Europa League side is not going to be easy. But before I could make replacement signings, Nwaneri came into my office and asked to give him a chance this season that he can fill in Saka's boots. And you know what? At an 80 overall, I think I'm going to give him this opportunity. But if he fails, when we're back in the Champions League, I'll sign a superstar. And the first signing I am making for 75 million, it's an 87 rated Emiliano Martinez. I know he isn't the youngest keeper, but somebody who has a lot of passion will get us back into the Champions League and help us eventually win it. And the second signing I'm bringing in for 55 million is Nani Madueke. I'm not the biggest of fans of him, but he'll be a backup to Nwaneri. And up next for 65 million is the replacement for Saliba and Christian Mosquera. Like I said, we can't bring in the likes of Bastoni because we don't have UCL football. And our final signing for 30 million is Martin Fernandez to play backup to Lewis Kelly. And this is what the brand new side is looking like, huge downgrades. But my goal this season is to win the Europa League and get back to the Champions League. And at the end of the group stages, Arsenal finished in first place, which means in the round of 16, we'll be facing Lazio. That's a tough opponent. So let's see how the first leg goes against Lazio. Rodrigo is suspended, but I think we'll still get the victory. It's a 3-0 win. And with a 3-0 lead, I'm definitely simming this second leg. I think we should be fine. Gabriel suspended, but it shouldn't be an issue. It's a 2-0 win. And in the quarterfinals, we will be facing Frankfurt. Let's see how this first leg goes. We should be picking up this victory, and it's a 3-1 win. And with this 3-1 lead, I think we should be easily going to the semifinals in this second leg, and it's a 3-0 victory. I think we're going all the way to the final. And in the semifinals, we will have Fiorentina. Let's see how this first leg goes, and it's going to be a 3-0 victory. And with the 3-0 lead, we're going to the final final, boys, unless Arsenal find a way to bottle, and no, it's not happening tonight. And now in the Europa League final, we will be facing Napoli. It's now time to face Napoli. This was a rebuilding season. Let's win this trophy and move on to winning the Champions League next season. And now Declan Rice picks up the ball, gives it into Victor Gyökeres. Can we go in and score from the first attack of this game? Gyökeres has a through ball into Ethan Nwaneri, wins the ball back, has a shot, and it goes wide. Come on, Nwaneri, you gotta score that, man. And here comes Victor Osimhen. Great tackle from Gabriel, gives it into Declan Rice, who finds Gyökeres. Gyökeres through ball into Nwaneri. Can he go ahead and redeem himself? And no, Meret makes a save. And now it's Nwaneri to take this corner here. Can we go ahead and score from here? It falls into Jerry Timber. It falls into Gyökeres. And now it's gonna be a penalty. We will take that. And to take the penalty, it will be Victor Gyökeres. Now that Saka is gone, goes to the left-hand side, and we take a 1-0 lead against Napoli. And now in the second half, here comes Nwaneri on the ball, looking to make it 2-0. Can we go ahead and defeat Napoli? He sprints past the defenders. It's still Ethan Nwaneri, looking to prove a point. Gives it to Gyökeres. It's a block. And now Declan Rice finds Zubamendi, who finds Ethan Nwaneri. Can he score this time around? And yes, he does. It's 2-0. We extend our lead. And here comes Declan Rice on the ball, sends a through ball into Ethan Nwaneri. Come on, can we go ahead and end up this game? Make it 3-0. He gives it all the way into Rodrigo. Touch, finish. It's all over. We're winning Arsenal's first European trophy. And yes, Odegaard lives the Europa League. Arsenal have finally won a European trophy. I wish it was a Champions League, but that's what's coming up next. But there's better news, as Arsenal have won their first Premier League title in decades. As the player of the season was Rodrigo, and in the team of the season we had Gyökeres, Rodrigo, Odegaard, Gabriel, White, and Martinez. And this is what the side is looking like at the end of the season. We got Rodrigo out of 92. Nwaneri went up all the way to an 86, as even Emiliano Martinez reached a 90 overall. This squad is looking Champions League ready. And here are the stats: 57 and 9 for Rodrigo, 29 and 2 for Gyökeres, 24 and 11 for Nwaneri. I think he's earned his spot here. 13 and 3 for Kai Havertz, 10 and 13 for Declan Rice. But now next season we're gonna have the Champions League. However, I'm worried that some players are going to want to leave. And to kick off season number 3, Gyökeres has come into my office and has requested to leave the side, as he believes that he can't win the Champions League here at Arsenal. But as much as this sucks, luckily he is the only one that wants to leave the club. And as Victor Gyökeres walks out of the club and joins Man City, we of course have 281 million to spend on a replacement. And the one and only signing we're bringing in this season is for 130 million, Benjamin Sesko at an 85 overall. He is not better than Victor Gyökeres, but I know one day he can be, and I hope he can win us a Champions League this season. And as Benjamin Sesko joins the side, I think we can do it. I think we can win the Champions League this season. And at the end of the knockout stages, Arsenal finished in first place this time around. That is a good sign, as in the round of 16 we're facing Borussia Dortmund. And it's time for the first leg of the round of 16, Bottle Job versus Bottle Job. Who's gonna win? It's a 2-2 draw. And it is now time for the second leg. We are at a draw, but I think we can beat Dortmund. And now it's Ethan Nwaneri on the ball, gives it into Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko sends a through ball into Ethan Nwaneri, and it goes in. 3-2, 3 minutes in. And now it's Benjamin Sesko in the 14th minute, gives it to Declan Rice, who finds Zubamendi into Benjamin Sesko, cuts inside, gives it to Rodrigo. Cobell with a brilliant save. And here comes Giovanni Reina on the ball, gives it to Marcel Sabitzer, and it goes in. Martina cannot save it, as the defense got beat. But here comes Borussia Dortmund on the ball. Great tackle, and no, Martinez makes a save. And now it's Martin Odegaard on the ball, gives it to Zubamendi, who finds Rodrigo into Benjamin Sesko. Sesko back into Rodrigo, and now Rodrigo through ball into Odegaard. Get there, fam. And now it's Miles Lewis-Kelly who finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo sends it all the way to Nwaneri into Benjamin Sesko. It's saved by Kobo, man. Declan Rice to take this corner now. Can we take the lead before halftime? It falls into Gabriel, header wide. But now in the second half, it's Karim the Dream. Ariemi, please get the ball off him. It falls into Julian. Great save from Emi Martinez. And now here comes Martin Odegaard through ball into Benjamin Sesko. Gets rid of one. Looking to get rid of a second. Low driven. It's saved by Kobo. We need to score. And now it's Ethan Nwaneri on the ball from the corner. Gives it into Rodrigo. I can't believe it's still 1-1. We should be dominating Dortmund. It falls into Mosquera. Mosquera into Martin. Martin into Nwaneri. Nwaneri on his right foot finish. It It goes in. Nwaneri gets his brace. We're going to the next round. And in the quarterfinal, Arsenal will be facing Atletico. Let's see how this first leg goes. And it's a 3-0 victory. We've smashed Atletico. And it's time for the second leg. I think it's pretty safe to simulate this second leg. Yeah, it's another 1-0 victory. And in the semifinals, we're facing the team that beat us out in the UCL final 2 years ago. And it's going to be a 4-1 victory. We've smashed them. And it's time for the second leg. We won 4-1. There's no chance Arsenal bottle this game. And it's going to be a 3-1 victory. We're back in the UCL final. And now in the UCL final, we will be facing PSG. And these might be the final stats. 50-10 for Rodrigo. He's incredible. 27-3 for Benjamin Sesko. 20-4 for King Kai. 14-22 for Declan Rice. 13-10 for Nwaneri. 10 goals for Madueke. And 8-17 for Odegaard. And this could very well be Arsenal's greatest team of all time if they can win their first ever UCL. But it's time for the biggest game in Arsenal's history versus the recent treble winners, PSG. And now it's Luis Openda on the ball with a shot. It goes wide. And now it's Ousmane Dembele on the corner here. Can we win the ball back? Yes, Rodrigo does. And it should be the counter-attack of dreams here. Here comes Rodrigo goes. He's running down the right wing where he used to play at Madrid. And now he could win a Champions League here for Arsenal in the first goal of the game. And yes, he puts it away. 15 minutes in, Arsenal take a lead. And now Odegaard gives it to Benjamin Sesko. Back into Martin Odegaard. Through ball into Rodrigo. Here come Arsenal once again. As Rodrigo goes on the ball, squares it into Sesko, and it goes in. No, he was offside. I thought he was perfectly in line. But here come PSG. It's Desiree Doué on the ball. Jaren Timber wins the header. Can we go on the counter? Nwaneri into Declan Rice. Declan Rice cuts inside, gives it to Benjamin Sesko through ball into Nwaneri. This time, he's not offside with the finish. It goes in 2-0 before halftime. But now in the second half, here come PSG. It's Luis Openda through ball into Vitinha with a shot. Martinez keeping us in the lead here. PSG, however, have a corner. This game is not over. They could come back at any time. Desiree Doué with the crossing. Skelly clears it out. It falls into Rodrigo Cavardio. Oh my God, Martinez. And now it's Kavicha Kvaratskhelia looking to go ahead and kickstart a remontada for PSG. It's still Kavicha. We can't stop him. Yes, Mosquera stops him. Here we go on the counter. One more goal and this game is over. Rodrigo loses the ball but gets it back. And now it's Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard through ball into Benjamin Sesko. 1v1 against Donnarumma. And it goes in. It's all over. We're going to be Champions League winners. And Martin Odegaard lifts the Champions League. We have finally won Arsenal a UCL trophy and they've become the world's best team. And if you guys enjoyed this video, watch me make Ronaldo a Liverpool Academy player.